but I'm not gonna look at you today. I'm gonna stare right into the sun or the lamp.
Into the sun. No singing. Did an amazing job last time. All right. So, people, welcome back to episode 107 with me, Ilyas.
And me, Robert.
Yeah, the Sketchbook Heroes are back in town.
Every Monday.
In town. No, just
in
kidding.
town. Mondays.
So, dude, how have you been?
I have been pretty okay, and today I had like a really shitty day, and now I feel really good again.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So like, it's always sort of a little bit of an effort coming in doing the podcast when you feel like you're down. You're like, fuck, I don't feel like talking today. I just want to like crawl into a fucking closet or cupboard.
Just crawl back up your ass, basically.
Yeah, pretty much something like that. I just want to feel. But every time I come in, it's always like you just feel happy again. Like,
you're welcome.
Yes.
No,
but seriously,
I do feel the same.
It does help.
Feel the same.
Like, even if like you go home and you still feel like shit, it's a little bit less like shit than before.
It's
the
the better kind of shit.
Yes, it's always the better kind of shit. The more, like, a little bit more solid, not that like the airy, floaty.
Yeah. Let's describe our feces to
liquidy.
our audience.
Yes.
No, but I do feel you. Since I'm coming back from a super low, I do feel that. Like I can totally relate because last week and the week before and the week before that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to motivate coming in to talk
exactly
and have fun because you don't want to have
Come
fun.
on, yes, energy levels spike.
Yeah. And I don't know if anyone else notices like the differences, but you feel the difference. And that those ghosts.
Exactly, and that's all there is. Like, that's all it is.
Remember, like, back in the day when we were starting off with the podcast and we were like, oh, my God, that is such a low episode.
Yeah, and then you listen to it.
Yeah, and it's nothing of the sort.
And there is no low and there is no high.
No, it's just
cocaine. Yeah.
Cocaine, yeah.
Straight. Yeah.
True.
But yeah, no, so why I felt shit today is because I have this touch-up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And it's been bugging me so long. Like, she's an older lady. She's super nice. Yeah. Like, really, really nice. But it was her first tattoo.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And I think in her head, she just thought it was going to be like 100% photo real. Like, oh, this is the photo. Make it exactly this way. And doesn't realize that stuff happens when you translate it into a tattoo. Mm-hmm. And the fucking anxiety I've had because I need to fix it,
Yeah.
Like, this is a part of the job, and this is the part of the job that really makes or breaks it for everybody, and including myself, seriously, with this. And this is just, I don't know if it's me being, like, weaker now or something, but seriously, today I was like, maybe I should just get a normal job again. That's how far it went. So, like, I've been shitting on myself the whole day and just kept flushing it down further and further down just to keep going with the shit.
And it's hard to sort of get out of that headspace once you're in it.
Exactly. Even talking about it now, like, it just comes back bubbling. But the good thing is it is tomorrow, and hopefully I'll just fucking nail it. And
so you've done the tattoo already.
Yeah. I did it. So this is the thing, and I'm going to say this now, because this is where you as a tattoo artist need to be like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I shouldn't have done that tattoo. Mm-hmm. My gut instinct told me, don't do it.
Don't do it, yeah.
But my wallet said, do it, Robert, do it. You need it.
Yeah.
And, I had fantastic time with this lady. Like I said, she's fantastic. Super nice, very open, like, interesting. She's been like a college professor and all this stuff too. So a lot of good information, and we had a great time. But when I stuck the stencil on her, it was just a big blob, because her skin is so wrinkly and old and also super tanned. Like,
it's like that leathery
and she's super skinny. So, I think I redid the stencil maybe 3 or 4 times, and it just kept getting shit.
Yeah, you get a lot of warning flags about like maybe advise her not to do that. Tattoo at that
me
point.
just I should have just been honest with myself and said like fuck, like I can't do it. I can't do it. Like it's not gonna end well.
And also to everyone listening, this is not about like skin does get wrinkled, and if you tan, it does. It's not like a critique of how she looks.
No, not at all.
It's about the skin and how it is to tattoo on it. So
and
remember,
like
this is not our personal attack.
She's close to 70 years old. Like she's old, and doing a first tattoo on very, very old skin. Like sometimes that skin is really awesome to tattoo. It really is, because it's very like frail and you can do some really awesome details in it. But then again, it does get wrinkly, and just putting a stencil on wrinkly skin. I mean, I can't.
It's got to be hard.
I can't stretch the skin and put the stencil on, because then when I let the skin go, it's gonna be a smudge. Anyways, I decided to go through with it anyways, sort of just having the blob to like
go for
exactly.
Okay,
so I could like barely tell that that's the nose and those are the eyes, and like the basic shapes of the tattoo.
Dude.
So I tattooed looking at the reference on the skin.
Yeah.
So almost like I draw from scratch.
Yeah.
And that was interesting. Like I've never been as sweaty as I was,
It's
and
just
still
like,
keeping.
Are you nervous? Like no.
Still keeping that mask on and
Yeah.
being the super nice guy as well. God, I hope she's not listening to this. But I did it, and it actually looks good. Like in all honesty, like I'm not trying to brag or boast in any way, but it came out looking great, considering what I did. It looks like the fucking dog. It does. It looks like the picture.
Okay.
Yes, it's a dog portrait.
Thank God.
Yes. Yes.
It is
but
tricky.
again, then she's like super picky because it's her first tattoo.
Yeah, I get
and
that.
it's in like a little bit of a strange area on her arm too, so she can't see it perfectly. So I'm assuming she's bending her arm to see it, which will warp it.
Yeah,
and
you see it from-
stretching the arm to see what it looks like, and that's making it warp, So first and foremost, I'm going to have to see it in real life to see like, okay, what are we dealing with here? But, pretty much every tattoo is fixable. I have, there's no doubt in my head I'm going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
But it's just the mental anguish
the
and
anxiety
of this.
Since she's not happy with
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
And
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's actually a kind of a relatable thing to today's subject also.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with that said, like today has been shit, but now it feels really good. Plus, I got to ventilate all of that. So thank you guys, everybody out there. And so yeah, how's your how's your life in darkness?
No, my darkness is slowly lifting, and I can't say that like on an emotional level. I still feel kind of a bit of, I think
nothing.
Robin sent me what it's called, like the state of mind. It's not what I said. That inside or apathy. It's another word that I can't for the life of me remember, and I'm not going to look up.
A sociopath.
But yeah, exactly. A sociopath. Hell yeah. But no matter, like, it comes from being comfortable, basically.
Yeah.
I think, personally, like, having it too good. Like, if you can complain about that,
Well, yeah, everything's sort of settled and
exactly.
There's no storms anywhere.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of things this week that I'm usually done. I went climbing twice, once with my son, and once I just brought the whole family. So that
I
type
was so
of
jealous. So jealous.
Just that struggle of, like, because climbing is like solving puzzles, problems while you're like not super high, but if you're bouldering, then you're like...
I mean, you shouldn't really take that many drugs when you are climbing. So,
exactly, so yeah.
Yeah.
So no cocaine. But, so we did that, and then we've just been out playing soccer. There's like this place that we have like close to our house. It's like a 5-minute walk. And like, I didn't know about this place. I thought it was just like thugs standing there, like...
It probably
like,
still is.
No, but it isn't. That's the thing, like late at night, yes, but... During the day,
you're a fucking thug.
There's so many kids, like all ages. We're talking like 6-year-olds to like 16, 17-year-olds coming there to play ball, like football. or soccer for those of you that don't understand shit. No, but seriously, and they all get together and they play, like they split up in teams, you know, like trying to get like some small kids, some older kids, split up, and then they play ball. And we just jumped in.
Awesome.
Like my son was like, he's not big on crowds, and he loved it. Like he just jumped in. He was a bit shy in the beginning, but I was like, oh well, you're with me and they'll split us up in. And they did. And they were super nice. They didn't like, you know, like put all that much force in their kicks when my son was a goalie because he wanted to try it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was a goalie for like giant kids, you know.
Oh my God.
And they were so nice, you know.
Cool.
And I think at some point he was like playing, like he was trying to get the ball from another kid that was really good. And everyone just let them be in the corner, and we were a lot of people in that field. And they just let him attack that kid, you know, like, and try to get the ball. And they were chanting his name, you know, and he was so proud.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It was such an awesome experience. And we've been doing that, like, on a daily. So we've been out maybe 4 or 5 times, which means every day since basically last time, plus climbing and, like, and I've been working out in between all this stuff. So I've been, like, climbing, working out, working, going out, playing ball, you know, like, that's, like, one day.
Full on, huh?
Yeah. And we've been so busy with doing stuff where I don't feel as a parent where you take your kid to the playground and they play and you just stand there. This was awesome because I could play ball and, you know, like, I can play as, you know, as an adult and he can play as a kid. And when I'm playing with the little kids, you pull down your game. Yeah. And then when the big kids come, you pull up. Like, it's like this.
But just a natural thing that happens as well.
Yeah. And they were.
That's great. That's so cool.
And I was so like surprised that these kids could like get along that well. And they were like taunting each other, but it was all like in good fun, like we do on the podcast where we just say stupid shit. And it was so cool to see, and it just makes you happy, you know, like where you actually like, what the fuck, this still happens?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, because growing up,
Yeah.
you would always just like walk around outside, and then like you saw some kids playing, and you just asked if you could like join,
or
and then
sometimes not even asking.
You were there, yeah.
Or they would just call you in or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we need an extra dude.
Yeah, exactly that. Like, do you play? Like, no. Okay, cool. You're in that team.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And that's basically no. But we did that all the time when we like, because the first day we went there, it was just us. It was empty, and then we started playing, and then this kid was like, "Can I join?" I was like, "Yeah, dude. Jump on the other team," because we were just 4 people, and then we were 2 bigger people on this one. So and that kid was fucking amazing.
Of course,
he could play ball. Like I was an idiot with a ball, and. Yeah. Then like some other kid came, and it was kids from all over the world. Like that was the coolest thing, and they all just got along. There was no racism. There was nothing there.
But that's the beauty of sports and this type of thing. Like really,
sports on this level. Yeah. I don't think like sport.
No, but like you know, football in general.
Yeah, but there's so many hooligans. And shit with that shit.
That's the negative part about it. But the really good thing about all of these things. Is that it does bring all of these people together because everybody loves the sport you know, the fun of it. Yeah,
but here the kids were like, oh, what team are you? I'm like, I don't even know the rules to the sport. Like, there are no teams for me. Like, because they were like, you watch Champions League? I was like, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I've heard it. I know there's teams in it, but if you told me, like, name one team, you know, in Champions League, I'm like,
Champions?
Champions, yeah, the champions. I have no idea. Like, I know no teams.
Fucking geeks.
Yeah. I was like, Liverpool? Maybe that's something from Champions League. It sounds like something from Champions League.
They were about to win, I think.
I have no idea, dude. Like, I have no idea. But it's been a busy weekend. Like, my body hurts from top to toe. Like, and, you know, like, as much as it hurts when I train. But I've been giving everything my all, doing everything as much as I can do it, you know, like, not holding back, not being this, like, parent that just sits there. And I think that has been my biggest issue with a lot of the parenting that is being done. Like, sometimes you just do stuff for your kids without doing it for yourself as well, or where you can join in. Like, climbing is for me, but they can do it as much as I can. Whereas I can't go to a playground, you know, and play like I would want to do. You know, like there's nothing there for me.
Well,
like,
you probably could, but
yeah,
you'd
but
get arrested.
And also it wouldn't be as much fun. Like if there were monkey bars at every playground we went to, that would have been great. But there aren't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been maybe the best week, and I kept the sleeping thing going.
Good.
So I think
Now
just
you're
one day that I didn't sleep,
balancing
and
out.
that killed me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, the podcast day last Monday
Oh yeah.
was the only day I didn't sleep. I think I slept less than 5 hours.
Oh yeah.
Died. Like I was so dead the next day. Like I just wanted to go to bed. Like all I could think about was going to bed. But the rest of the week I've been sleeping again, like a minimum of 7 hours, but more like close to 8-9 every day.
Same here.
And I feel better now. Not like last
exactly.
week. Where
No,
I
I
was,
think
like,
it
dead.
is that sort of transition period where you go from the less to the normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it does do something with your system or whatever, and just like it fucks you up for a bit, and you need to equalize.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there too now. Like it feels I've gotten into that routine, and sleeping is good. I feel more energetic, kind of.
Yeah, less forgetful.
Yeah, that
Or like
too.
less not there.
Yeah, exactly. Less foggy, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's been pretty good. The only like something that's been popping up more and more in my head is, again, like I feel like I'm not doing anything again,
Same.
which sucks.
But I've done a lot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know
Like-
the feeling you mean.
Because for me, I've been working late pretty much every day too. Like
Mhm.
just I've been chilling a lot at work, so
Yeah.
the days have become longer. Which, like, in seriousness, it's been a great week. Like, great customers. I haven't had to stress about anything really, and just pretty much chilled. But
Mhm.
again, work, home, eat, sleep, work, home, eat, sleep. So, I don't know. Something needs to happen there. I think I need a thing.
I did one more thing actually. Now that you said, don't do
work.
enough. Yeah. And through Eleiko, the lifting brand that I use for like the stuff that I buy for my gym, they had this thing like, start a fundraising page or we're sponsoring this, like barbells for boobs. It's called, and it's like you fundraise money for breast cancer research and helping women that are dealing with breast cancer and awareness and all that. And I was like, I'll do that as well.
Fantastic.
Like do something that isn't, and this is not to get praise or anything. It's just like do something that isn't for me, and there is no gain for me. You know what I mean? Like there is like I'll get squat. Like
no, you're just helping
you're
people.
just trying to help.
Yeah.
Like.
So where can you go to help?
That is the trick. Just look in my Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be posting it every day, basically. So if you keep an eye out and you want to sort of like throw,
you don't
in,
have a link in your.
No, I haven't
your
added the link there. I've just added it to the story, and then at the top of the story, it's like fundraise through Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Or you can go straight to the link that I don't have. So it's too complicated to write up. So.
All right.
But it'll be there. Like if anyone wants to donate, I'll also put it on the Discord. If you're part of the group and wherever the hell you follow me, you'll probably see it.
Awesome.
Like so you can pay through PayPal, Apple Pay, all the options.
Great.
And I got like the first 4 hours, I got $200. I was like, yay!
That's so good.
It's fun. It's
like
fun.
you actually got people to give money.
Yeah,
to this.
and
that's so good.
it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome that people feel like they can give. Like, and I know that some people that gave money don't have money, and it's like, I could give this, and it doesn't matter if it's $1 or if it's like $20. Like, it doesn't matter, like that you're like giving anything. That shows that you care. You give what you can basically, and that is always appreciated.
Fantastic.
And also,
great job.
The Sketchbook Heroes, we would love you to sort of rate the podcast if you can.
Yeah.
Write a few words on
Please.
iTunes or wherever the hell you listen to it.
Show your appreciation.
Yeah. Because that really helps us. Like
Yeah,
when
it
you
does.
guys spread the word, we don't do this enough. And I've told us that we should do this since we restarted the podcast, and we've been super bad at it.
Yeah.
But if you guys do promote us, or like just screenshot when you listen, or film a short video of you listening, you know, like whatever you're doing at that time.
Anything you can do to promote the podcast.
Exactly.
Really.
Mimosa, like, she films when she drives her car to work,
or
like
walks her dog.
or walks her dog. You
Yeah,
know, like it's fun to just see in what sort of context you listen. I think
Exactly.
Thomas Forselius, like, he listens, like he's like out with his baby, like he's trying to like put her to
stroller.
sleep, and then they take a walk, you know, and he listens to the podcast. It's fun to see where you people are at when you listen.
Yes.
And remember also that the Discord that you can find through the Sketchbook Heroes like bio page, the link there, the Discord group is for you guys. Anyone who listens to the podcast and sort of wants to talk to like-minded artists and people, that's the place for you.
Yes.
And we always log in and out of there and just like post links or, you know, things we've talked about. If there's something specific that we think you might like, we'll post it there. You know, so it is a good place to throw resources where we know you can find them if you want to.
Exactly.
Because, like, Instagram is not, you know, it's not a great place to post something that we expect you to see.
No.
Like, we'll do it there as well, but it just won't be seen. Maybe you'll see it in 2 weeks, you know, instead of today.
Exactly.
So any support you can throw our way is always appreciated, and I think it's the only thing that we want from you is that you keep talking about us, you know, when we're not there.
Spread the word.
Spread the word, yeah.
Exactly.
And with
who
that
knows?
said, oh shit, you have more?
No, I was just gonna say that we're gonna like beat Joe Rogan for sure.
Yeah, that's happening. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
Spotify, wink, wink.
But yeah, let's do an intro song.
Yeah. Swittity swoosh.
Pew pew.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons, even with beards and tattoos. You know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line. Sketchbook hero.
Welcome back. Everyone.
Pew pew.
Hi.
Hello.
And today's topic will be I hate my art.
Or like not getting worse.
Yeah. So I did again post the what is your struggle as an artist that I do every 6 months. I post a question and then too many replies to reply to come in.
You lazy fuck.
And I even posted this one. I actually did post strategically on a bad time to post to get less.
Oh, okay.
Because last time I went in and there were so many, and I really tried to reply, but then people started replying to each other instead, because that's usually my hope, because I cannot reply to everyone.
They just take over your job.
Yeah, which is always appreciated.
Delegate.
So, and like a lot of the struggles that people seem to have, except not being able to draw a specific thing. Like, to solve that one, it goes without saying, draw that thing. Like, you can't draw that, draw it more. Like, but approach it smart, you know, like if you don't know how to draw something, like look up a couple of ways of doing it, because there's, you know, YouTube and whatever else that's out there that can explain it in baby steps to, you know, circles and draw the rest of the fucking owl. Like, those are two, you know, ways of watching whatever works for you. So we're not going to talk about that. Also, I think another thing that people were saying is like inspiration, motivation.
And not enough time.
And not enough time, yeah.
That's like the most reoccurring thing.
I think that is, the trifecta of of the problems. And motivation, people, like, it comes and goes. If you were just gonna do like you were supposed to survive as a human, and you only did it through motivation, you'd be dead. Yeah,
you'd be dead.
So dead.
A long time ago.
Yeah, like we can't rely on motivation. Motivation will get you nowhere in life.
No.
Because most of the time, as soon as you get into this mundane everyday life, you don't get a lot of motivation. There is nothing there. You just do them because you need to like get to the next sort of like one foot in front of the other sort of.
You just want that paycheck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you need to do. You just
whatever gets you out of bed. That's it.
Yeah, and same thing with like inspiration, motivation. Like it's not
Same,
reliable
yeah.
sources of doing anything or getting anything done.
No, it
Like-
will it might make it easier to get
Yeah.
things done, but it's not like the driving force.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all in your head. You
Mhm.
just sit down and start doing something. That's how
Yeah.
you do stuff.
And did you notice that sort of like pre-vacation,
Mm-hmm.
like there was routine, you
Yeah,
know, to some extent. And then as soon as vacation hits, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? Productiveness just falls
Yeah.
through the ground because
Yeah.
I don't have my train rides. I don't have my work. I don't have a plan.
Well, you don't have any has-tos.
Yeah. Or you have
tos.
other ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
but not
they're
in the
not
same
in the same
no.
way. Yeah, exactly. So you stand there sort of like empty, like
Yeah.
you're just like it feels like a new situation that you didn't sort of plan for.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so just make habits, routines, whatever. However you make routines work for you. Like if you can because you need some. Like living your life, without them, it makes everything a little more stressful and complicated in the end.
Yes.
It's like us in freelance work. It's like
Exactly.
I don't need to plan, and then like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this is
and
due
then-
in a couple of hours.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's-
Every time.
Yeah, and it's not a great long-term plan, I guess.
No. But it works.
Yeah, for us, I guess it works. Yeah, but that's because we don't have like back-to-back freelance stuff.
No.
Like I
Because
think
if we had that, then we would get routine.
we would be forced to have routine
That
because but I think the lack of the consistency in that sense, since we both have day jobs,
Yeah.
really, really, really helps us be lazy
Yes.
or
But it's always that shoehorning it in.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna do it this day, and then when that day comes, you're like, nah, I don't want to do
nah,
it.
I don't want to do this. Yeah, I don't feel like
And
it.
then you just drag it along, and then you're like, fuck, I have to do it, and then you do it.
And it becomes better than you ever imagined.
Yes, so much better.
Like
everything. Yes.
But it is like, and the thing with time again, I think we've talked about time so much
Mm-hmm.
that time will start like I don't know,
Going backwards.
going backwards. Yeah. But time is really
Gonna go back in time. No. Isn't that like a Back to the Future song?
I don't remember, dude.
Yeah, you do.
I haven't seen those movies. In
Don't you lie to
forever.
me. You should.
I
They're
don't
on
need
Netflix now.
nobody. Ooh, are they?
Yeah, all three.
Cool. Yeah.
The only
I
one
wonder
that
if
I
my
haven't
kids would
seen-
enjoy them.
I think so. Like they are super fun.
I loved those as a kid, and I probably didn't even get the plot. Like like when you first saw them.
Yeah. No, they're kind of deep
Because
too.
it's when did they come out? Like 90, 91, 93?
No,
Something like that?
80s. I think
Oh
85,
yeah, 80.
85, 84, 85, some
Is it okay?
86 maybe. Yeah.
Okay, maybe
Somewhere
the last
around
one. Okay.
our births.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But fuck it.
yeah, fuck
Let's
it.
not get distracted.
No.
Like we always do.
Always.
Ah.
So yeah, how do
But yeah, time. I don't know. Like you just gotta make time for things. Because what happened during vacation when I had all the time? I used none
you did
of it.
nothing.
Yeah, I did nothing.
Exactly.
And the same thing with Anna leaving.
Yeah.
You just
All of a
use
sudden,
the time to do
I have
nothing.
so much to freedom. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and then like
Yeah.
Tsushima, which I haven't played in
Dude,
forever.
I
now.
haven't played Far Cry. Last time I played, like I got sick,
Yeah.
like dizzy.
Oh yeah, you told me.
God damn it. I think I said it in the podcast.
Yeah, you
as
did.
well. But yeah,
Yeah.
time is not something you need. Okay, it's something you just need to prioritize better.
It's always there.
Yeah, I've been the biggest fucking bitch when it comes to time.
I am the best procrastinator as well. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, there is no one that even comes close to procrastinating as well as I do. So you're talking to the expert right here. and I have-
Expert.
yeah.
Yeah, the expert.
there's no alcohol today. There's no drugs today. Only fucking normal Coca-Cola and water, and I still can't fucking talk. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, being the expert that you are, no. You probably said it correctly, and then my mind just
No,
did something.
I
with it.
didn't.
No, maybe you did.
I cheat the words. I'm like expert.
I'm expert.
I just make it sound like I'm saying something good. Yeah. Fuck it.
Maybe that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but time, just
yeah.
make time for time, basically. Like, whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, you want to watch Netflix, or you want to play video games, or do you want to draw? Or, you know, like, what can you remove? Like, how can you move your life puzzle around to make time?
Priorities, people.
Yeah. And if you don't have, you know, more than half an hour, then that's what you have.
Exactly.
Use it as well. Like
Like
there-
Elias has said so many times,
So
seriously,
many
that half an hour can get so goddamn productive
yeah.
if you want it to be.
And also, it might even if that, you might not get like a full piece out of the
No.
half an hour, you know,
You
but
shouldn't,
it could,
you shouldn't count on that at least.
but it could
Like,
be sort of like the, you know, like the base for something next
Exactly.
time when you do have time.
or
'Cause-
or the spark for like
Yeah, something,
pushing
yeah.
other stuff aside to keep drawing. Like
Yeah, yeah.
maybe the next day you won't watch that movie on Netflix.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might actually want to continue that piece,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you make that extra 2 hours.
Yeah, but imagine also like not utilizing the half hour,
Mm-hmm.
and then I give you 3 hours. Like, say something happens, something gets canceled, and
Yep.
you have 3 hours. You think you're gonna be able to push something out? Like, most of us, except Artem, will not. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
most of us will just stare at that blank paper for 3 hours, or like give up halfway through and go do something else.
Yeah.
And say we don't have time. And then when you do have time, you just can't do it because you have nothing. You
There's
know.
always a because.
Yeah,
there,
or
you know?
it becomes
Yeah.
like now I must draw because
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have 3 hours.
And that's the only thing you were focusing on. Then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I have to draw. I have to
I
draw.
have to draw.
something.
I have 3 hours to
Dude,
draw.
yeah,
I need to draw. Yeah.
Oh
this
my
is
god,
super
what am I gonna
important.
draw? I'm gonna draw. And then you start going on the Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram and Pinterest. You
Yeah.
know, another fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah, and then 2 hours has passed, and
Like, I can't
yeah.
find the right post on this reference, and then you just
Yeah.
keep scrolling. Like, it's not the right armor.
Mhm.
It's the wrong helmet. It's the wrong sword. It's the wrong eye color. Like, just
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
going.
There you go. That's
And
pretty much my life.
3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah.
you make time.
Yeah, you have to
have to.
make time. Like, if it is important to you and you bitch about it for 6 months, you know, like,
Yeah.
you got to make
time.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, everybody has a weekend. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
like I've been that person that has worked every single day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, you have like 1 or 2 days off. Maybe sacrifice a little bit of that day. Like even just doing it once a week, just sitting down, get that into routine. Because eventually you will become so extremely productive with that time that you
Mhm.
have that maybe you'll even get one piece finished during that slot in the week. So, like, excuses is the worst fucking thing. Stop making them. Just do what you need to do.
Note to self.
Yes. This is, yeah, seriously.
Dude,
I was
it
like
is so-
visualizing myself and I'm just fucking yelling at my face.
Dude,
Like,
that
just
is when it
fucking
comes
do
to
it.
time. No, but when it comes to time,
Yeah.
I know I am the biggest fucking bitch.
Yes.
Like, oh, I need more time.
Mm.
Blah, blah, blah. And I hate myself for all the years that I did that as
Exactly.
a newborn parent. I was gonna say that is not.
That's
what
not
I
how
meant.
it works.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
kids birth the parents. Yes.
And also, I think the sort of like what based this episode, like what we based it on, is I hate my art. You
Yeah.
know, like.
Yeah.
And sort of what sparked the idea of what we're going to talk about today is that you're supposed to hate your art at times. Because if you would be content, you would become like I am on my spare time right now, or
Mhm.
like was a couple of weeks ago, where you don't feel anything for anything. You know, like
Exactly.
you need to have the highs and lows to sort of like to get the drive to move on, like to get better at
To
whatever.
push.
To push yourself.
Keep
Yeah.
pushing yourself to evolve, to become better is what drives, I think, everybody on this
I
planet.
think so, and
It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
it is. It doesn't have to be art.
no, it doesn't have to be art.
No.
Like anything,
Like
you just
you want to be the better mechanic or the better cook or the
Yeah.
better musician or
Yeah.
everything.
like,
Everything.
Yeah, because if
I want to walk better.
but the same, yeah, because like workouts have been shit, like all summer, like except the beginning, they were so like I was like, oh
yeah,
my God,
mine too.
I'm going to be so good. And then suddenly I just lost motivation for everything. And like basically up till this week or like last week, it's been fairly low. But last week I started like pushing myself like, I got to go out to the gym and do something. And then I started like, pushing. And now with the climbing and the soccer and lifting again and doing more and more of everything, it's just like, like getting back into it, and then motivation sort of follows.
Yeah.
And since I've been working out alone, I've started not working out alone and just trying to, just do things differently. Because if you want things to change, you cannot keep doing them the same way that you have.
Those are the truest fucking words ever
yeah,
spoken.
but I was just like so stuck and like, but I'm doing what I'm doing and it doesn't like make me happier, and like, don't do it then. Like, if it doesn't make you happy, just do it different. Do something
Switch
else.
it up.
Switch it up somehow,
yeah.
yeah. Because I just went out there out of routine.
Yeah.
And that's when your routine isn't working anymore.
Yeah.
And it's time to sort of switch. You don't have to switch, like, when your car breaks down, like, usually, like, if it's a new car, you don't have to go and throw it all away, Like, you just switch whatever is broken and you can run with it for a while.
Yeah.
So it just takes a fucking while to recognize your own, like, to accept your own machinery and what problems they have. It's easier to, like, give advice than
Always.
to implement it yourself.
Dude, I say so many really good things in this podcast. Do I ever implement them in my own fucking life?
No.
Never.
No, it takes me, like
I hate it.
if anyone has seen the show House,
Oh,
that's how I need to do things. Like, I can't just, like, sit by myself and think about it. I need to sort of talk to people, like, throw ideas out there, and they're like, that's dumb, that's actually pretty cool, you should blah, blah, blah. And then I just keep throwing ideas out there. And that's how, and then the feedback I get, that's where I start thinking.
Yeah.
Like, because I can't listen to myself say them. Like, they need to come from somewhere else. And they don't need to be things that I also agree with. I just need to hear them. Like, you guys might listen to the podcast to how to, like, become a better artist or whatever the fuck we've ever talked about, And like, yeah, he has a point. But if I said that to myself, it wouldn't have the same effect.
No, hell no.
And it's usually stuff that we've already heard, all of us, Like, I think this podcast...
Use a better pen.
Yeah, use a better pen.
That's it.
Don't ask what pen it is, if it is. But it's just like, we all know a lot of these things. They're just not fun.
No.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
they're hard truths.
That's it.
They're so simple, they're boring, and not inspirational.
Yeah. But you need to
But
hear
you
them.
need...
You need to just realize that that's what you fucking need to change, and you need to do it. Well, maybe not everybody. But
No. But I think it's like they are universal truths within bunny ears, But it depends on when in life you get them. You know what I mean? That's why I think repetition with some of these things is like, oh, they're talking about time again. Yay. Yeah. But then you're at a point in life where that works for you.
Exactly.
You're like,
all of a sudden
God.
it just clicks.
Exactly.
Like,
you hear it for the 107th time, and it's just like, which is the episode number, actually.
Yeah. I thought you meant that.
I did not mean that. Yeah. And
see?
It just like,
it just happens.
it just gets you. You get it. Because I've always thought that I needed more time and not to make time for a lot of things. And it took me so long to realize this, with like realizing it, but kind of knowing it. You know what I mean? Like, you know the fact.
Yeah.
Like, why and how. And you just can't, for the life of you, just utilize that fact.
No. And that's the thing. I can even sit there at home and tell me these things.
Yeah.
Does anything happen?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
No fucking way it does.
Does not. Sometimes you just need to hear it from someone that's a bit more inspirational than you feel about yourself.
Exactly. And that's where Anna, again, me having to talk about Anna. But
we haven't had enough Anna in this episode.
No, that's true. That's true. No, that's where she comes in, and she's really good at that. Like, she knows...
Robert, you're rubbish. Get out.
Pretty much. Like, she knows exactly how to tell me to do stuff in the right way. Like, as soon as she says it, I'm like, yep, you're fucking right. Yep, okay. And then I get it done.
Yeah. But
like,
she also has, like, tough Finnish love. That's the thing.
That's also true.
Wow.
Yes.
Finns can be super brutal.
And her
honest.
fists are very
iron.
hard. Yes. up the
That
anus.
sounded so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
knew
sounded
you were-
so wrong.
I knew your dirty brain went there.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm so sorry for imagining your fist up Robert's butt. I'm the one who should be sorry.
Skinny wrists.
No. And this episode was ruined by the Sketchbook Heroes. But yeah, but getting back to the sort of point of this episode, that isn't about fisting your significant other. Like, you can if you want to, but it won't help with time.
I'm so
or
sweaty
anything.
now.
Well, you're the editor, so you can do whatever you want. That's why you edit with headphones.
Yes. Yes.
But
At least this episode.
yeah, just like timestamp and then just remember, like, the headphones go in.
Yeah.
But it is like really important to have the lows and the highs if you ever want to improve. You're supposed to hate your art. Like, that mechanism, like, it's a natural way of feeling and thinking, I
Yeah.
think. Because I know people, that don't feel it, and they just don't get better because they don't feel the urge to
Are
get
they
better.
totally miserable?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
That's what I thought.
No,
Yeah.
no, but it's
That's
just
what
like,
I would be like.
you would need it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the thing is, just eating the same food all the time, no matter how much you love it, it's gonna get boring. You need to hate it for a while.
Don't say that. You don't say that about pizza.
Dude, I've eaten so many burgers, and I like to the extent that I hate them. And then like, you go out without for a while, and kind of the
Yeah,
urge
yeah.
comes back.
Oh yeah.
But fuck, I thought I would.
No, but-
I thought I was gonna like love burgers forever, like in that sense.
Mm.
But no. But there is a limit. There is
Yeah.
a fucking limit.
No, I used to work at Pizza Hut, and I still fucking love pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because you don't have it every day.
Yeah,
That's
true.
like,
That's true. And now I have to sort of like try to not eat it every fucking day.
yeah.
Because I work right next to a fucking pizzeria.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's really good too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
What
like
you need.
you remember Ekmyran? Did you
Yeah,
ever try?
I remember that
Kind
one.
of like that.
Nice.
Yes. So happy Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Derailing with the pizza foods.
Yeah, pizza foods.
But yeah, no. So you can't do the same fucking thing over and over and over again without eventually hating its fucking guts.
Yeah.
Like it just makes sense.
And also, a cool thing actually with this episode, since we were reading up like problems and struggles that you've had as artists, I actually went back 6 months and found Robert's little bitching. Let's see.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took a screenshot on my phone though, and
Isn't
it was like, what is your biggest artistic struggle? And Robert wrote life in general.
Yeah.
And being sick and weak, basically.
Yeah. So I wrote that when I think I had the flu.
Yeah,
Like-
but it goes to show, like, because it wasn't only the flu, but it was
No,
just
no,
like you were low.
Oh yeah.
And
yes.
now it's like 6 months later, and you're not. Like,
Well,
because I read that to you, and you were like, who wrote that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I was, you did. And like, oh.
Yeah.
And
It was like I've been super low.
yeah.
And now I didn't even comment on your post.
Yeah. No, and that's the cool thing about that. If you wrote in my posts like last time or the time before, go back and check what you wrote back then. Is it still applicable to your situation today?
So
And,
good. Yeah. I
'cause-
love that.
Like, or just write it down on your phone today. Like, while you're listening to this, pause. Just write down, what is your struggle right now as an artist? Like, what is it? And then let it go. Like, have a plan maybe if you have, like, if it seems clear to you what you want to achieve in the next 6 months or something. Like, and just like sort of like aim in that direction. You know what I mean? If you don't have like actual steps on how to get there, whatever you have, do that. Like, sort of throw in that direction and see what happens in 6 months, and then revisit that note. Like, push it down. Like, don't
Forget
ever
it.
read. Yeah,
Try to
forget
forget
the
it.
forget the note basically, and move on with life. Like, write it fast and then just let it go and move on.
Yeah.
And then just like look for it and like even
6
put a
months.
timer in 6 months.
Mhm.
Check your note, like something like
I'm
that.
what?
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then see what happens. Because, like, you're not in the same headspace 6 months later.
No.
Like, so many things could have happened. And,
No, so many things will probably happen.
and yeah, exactly.
Regardless of if you're just, sitting still being at the same fucking job, your mentality will have changed
Yeah.
for better or worse.
Yeah, you
know?
might have met a person that just like blows your mind.
Mhm.
You might have gotten dumber because you met dumber people. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
it's a crazy world out there.
Like you could have met us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also saw a funny meme, by the way, in regards in like, what was it? It was like numbers, like 13, I'm the worst number, and then like 666, no, I'm the worst number, and then it was like 2020, bitch, please. Just like, it was funny. It was funny.
It is funny.
Very relatable. Yeah. Like, so
Oh,
now
man.
2020 is gonna be one of those like bad numbers, like not
Spe-
blah blah 2020.
Did you, speaking of 2020, did you see that the burning boat one?
No.
Was like, there's not a perfect image for 2020. And then it's like a Trump boat burning, just cruising down this little stream. It's just so fucking perfect.
Dude, I've seen so many good memes right now. I saw one where it was like a image of what's the Facebook guy's name?
Zuckerberg?
Yeah, it was like it was a photo of him, you
Mhm.
know, when he's in court,
Oh, yeah.
and then there's the wax doll, and it's like, how is the Madame Tussauds wax doll more lifelike than himself? You know, like, and I saw it and I was like, but what do you mean? I was like, this one looks more real, and then like, oh, that's the wax doll, and my brain just picked the wax doll as the real
Oh, my
Zuckerberg.
God. Oh, shit.
It is insane. Yeah,
That one. But that image from him doing,
Yeah.
that's been used so many times.
yeah, dude,
That's
that's
so brilliant
oh man,
and scary.
but imagine being him.
Yeah.
Being like the butt of the joke, sort of like he seems like an awkward guy
Yeah,
in general,
exactly.
you know, and being sort of in the public eye does not make you better. Like it does. It's like what I talked about yesterday when I told you like it hasn't happened to me in a long while, but when you get conscious of the way you walk,
Yeah, I
And
was going to
you-
bring that
yeah.
up earlier, actually.
yeah, and you just start. And also talking is a problem.
Yeah,
but,
that is a
but then
problem.
you start walking like
A fucking goofball.
weird. Yeah, exactly. You're just like so conscious of your movements. You're just like, I don't know how to walk.
I always imagine myself on a runway when I do that.
Yeah.
This is this thing that I do. And it always happens on...
When hot chicks look at me while I'm walking.
Well,
alone.
that doesn't really happen all that much. Because I look down at the ground all the time and I don't
Yeah,
want
and no
to eye
one-
contact, isolate myself.
Swedes.
No, I walk down
Memory
the
lane.
south station,
Yeah.
Södra station.
Yeah.
For some reason, every time I walk there, it's just like I start realizing that I am walking in a way. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Before he loses the things, you know,
Yeah. But sometimes I'm ready, like I'm 100% sure I'm gonna fall off the thing onto the
Yeah,
tracks.
yeah,
Like, no, it's
But
it's
it is
not good.
weird. Yeah, it is weird. So,
So don't think about things. Pretty much. Yeah.
Cool things.
All right. So other things to think about to avoid getting worse
Like getting worse at art?
at art or life or anything in general. Do we have anything else?
No, I would just say that like that enjoy the journey thing that is being thrown around a lot. It's another one of those like boring truths, but enjoying what you do, like will not if you do that, like if you truly enjoy it, like I love doodling, like it brings me so much joy, ending up with nothing by the end of it most times, but it just like it's such a fun thing for me.
Yeah.
To just doodle my little character, like the one I showed you, the page there. I was sitting
So
yesterday.
Fucking awesome.
But
I
it's
hate you.
just fun to
So
do,
good.
and it's just like, oh, dude, the one of them, like I've been redrawing the same thing over and over, just trying to figure out like a perspective or something. But I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I have nothing for it. I redrew the body so many times, but it's just like I don't have to like accomplish it. I just like doing it. I'm playing around with a thing over and over.
But
that
you're
I'm
doing
not
it
messing-
for you.
Yeah,
Like, you
exactly. But
don't-
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, if you can get to that point with your art, you don't have to have, like, people want to draw and then have something cool.
And this goes back to the previous episode where we talked about drawing for Instagram again.
Yeah.
And-
Very
and-
much
and
so.
being
I've been thinking
locked-
about that
yeah.
extra.
Same.
Yeah.
because now I've been posting again. It was so funny that we brought all that up, and like
I haven't
think
posted any
the
art.
day before we
Yeah.
released that episode, I
Started
reposted old
posting.
stuff. So I just went against everything I said. in a
No, but I
previous
think you
episode.
should post, but you shouldn't. Like the artwork that you're making shouldn't. The incentive shouldn't be likes or
No.
Instagram or like, is this going to be good enough for Instagram? Like as soon as you get into like that way of thinking, or like I need to finish this to
It's
post.
already ruined in a way, or like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
ruined,
exactly, but you're
it's
already-
the wrong reasons. Like it's just not gonna. It's not gonna end well.
But it's like it's like you're starting to snowball there. Like
Yeah.
it's the gateway drug basically.
exactly.
For
And then comes the stress of no likes and la,
Yeah.
la, 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 la. Yeah.
So if you can enjoy what you're doing at that moment that you're creating it, like, oh, I really love the feel of the pen, or like the thing, or like the smell of my markers, like
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is, or like the like blending colors, like with a brush, or whatever it is that you find enjoyable. Like I love getting all my art tools out and then ending up using one,
Yeah.
but it's just the joy of
Setting
like
up,
setting
yeah.
up or something that comes naturally, and like it's fun. And I think that is what a lot of people are missing. And when social fucks you over, you shouldn't worry about that. You should just get back into your drawing space, like into
Exactly.
your whatever fucking makes you want to create. Like we
Like
all want to.
social never fucks you over, really. You fuck yourself over.
I think it's that, yeah. Well, it does fuck us over because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has,
I mean, you have
like
numbers and
the
you can
effects.
actually-
Yeah, no,
you-
but it also has, like, there's a proven, like science behind how
Yeah,
we
yeah.
react to likes and stuff like that. But I'm just saying that don't fall into that mind game. Like we all have fallen into that
Yeah.
mind game.
Oh yeah,
and
we're
keep
we're
falling.
in it. We are in it. Everybody is. But
right now,
Don't
I
f-
feel out
yeah.
of it because
yeah, me too.
I haven't posted. Like I posted the post that I encourage others to talk about themselves rather than my own problems.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like to bring them up when I do the post. If someone asks, I'll reply.
Yeah.
But I want to. I don't want people to relate to me. I just want to hear their honest
Yeah.
sort of like where they're at.
Also, we want to talk about your problems.
Yeah. Exactly.
Save it for the
Save it for the podcast. But it is, I don't know, like the more you can love what you do and really, really, really give yourself some slack. Every time you sit and draw, it doesn't have to be a finished piece.
Yeah.
And we're not all aiming to go out there and work with this. Like for
No.
some of us, it's just art for our own pleasure.
Yeah, and that's what it always should be.
It should
Like-
be that. Yeah.
It should be. Then, like, of course, you should always strive. Again, like that's how
Yeah.
we get better.
Yeah.
Strive for because for me the in the long run, I would love to just become an artist.
Drewsterson.
Yeah,
Just like
oh,
not
look-
be me.
Kind of.
Yeah.
No, but just like do a couple of paintings a year.
Yeah, that would be
Like
cool.
that
Yeah.
that would be the dream.
Yeah.
Obviously, like just sit on my ass, paint whenever, whatever I want,
Yeah.
and then have people just throw money at me. Like
That would be
how
cool, yeah.
fucking awesome wouldn't that be?
I don't see myself doing that, but
No, same.
I would love it, but I'm not that kind of painter.
And the thing is, like the more I think about it, the
Yeah.
more I'm pretty sure that I would probably hate that too.
I was thinking the
Yeah.
same thing. I would
Like-
probably just be alone and
No,
sad. Like,
exactly,
oh.
because where's the incentive?
Yeah.
Where's the push?
Yeah.
Where's the drive?
Yeah.
I need again routine,
Yeah.
but also like a job. I like having a job,
I don't,
and
but I do.
Kind of like the job I have now is kind of being a full-time artist in that way. Like,
Yeah,
so
same.
I'm super happy with that. But then again, you get those crazy ladies that gives you that anxiety punch in the nuts.
But I think you
and,
need that struggle
yeah.
as well sometimes, because
it's
not
it's
having-
a hurdle to get past. And the thing
once
is,
you do, yeah,
that's the thing. I'm really, or I'm hoping at least, that once I get it done, I could almost see the stress sort of fade off of the shoulders in a way, just like
just like a phoenix,
yeah, exactly
you're
that.
gonna rise again. And make that sound good in post.
No,
Like you always do, Robert. Please.
always yes.
But actually, on the same thing, I had something there. You kind of sparked something in
I wanted to say
my
that
brain.
like I loved all the love I got for my Turtles post again.
Oh shit! Yeah, that went really well.
So crazy.
The fuck?
Like I didn't.
But oh man, those old sketches.
Yeah,
though.
right.
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny. Like, cause I just
don't have any of those. Or my mom might have some somewhere.
yeah, I just took pictures of my old turtle sketches from when I was back home visiting my folks.
Where can they find them, by the way?
They can find them on my Instagram at Rob Ekblom Art. Or no, it's actually just Rob Ekblom now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why the link on my website doesn't work anymore. Fuck.
Yep.
Good. Now I know that.
Note to self.
Yes. So I changed it. But yeah, at Rob Ekblom, Ekblom. And you will see a very sad Leonardo sitting on a chair with
So good.
like this little.
Have you
frame.
sold that one?
Kind of did, but then no.
It didn't happen.
No. So I was gonna make prints, and then they turned out like shit.
Yeah,
really,
because
really
I
bad.
really want that piece. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Because
I remember you saying that you sold it to some guy.
that was actually like a firefighter from San Francisco.
Yeah, loser.
Yeah.
Bro.
He really wanted it, and then I didn't hear from him again. Like
Cool.
he didn't seem discouraged by the price or anything, too.
Mhm.
Like,
It
and I
was-
didn't want that much for it, but it's just an A4. But anyways, it's just fun. Like that whole journey of
Mhm.
doing that post was so much fun. Going back and like just looking at chronologically from 6 to 7 years old,
Yeah.
drawing nothing but turtles, and then fast forwarding 30 years later,
So
to
insane.
drawing.
It is actually fucking 30 years later
is.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Like,
we were 6. Yeah. Oh my God.
that's the thing.
Holy dicks, dude.
So-
We're old.
Full circle.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it was such a fun post,
Yeah.
Even
It is
if-
a really nice post.
even if I didn't create anything new for it.
No, but I don't think I think the value in that post comes from the recognizability for a lot of us 80s
That's the
kids.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
and also
that's-
the first image is gorgeous, 36 years
Thank
or
you.
30 years later
Yeah,
from when
yeah,
you do
well.
the other shit. And it's so fun. Like they're all so different and all over the place,
But yeah,
Beautiful.
I mean, it is really where everything started. Like,
Mhm.
the
No,
s-
like that's why we've talked about the Ninja Turtles so much
Yes.
because it was such a huge factor in our lives.
and everybody kept like
Yeah.
in the comments and sending me DMs talking about
Yeah,
how
their
they
experience,
drew
yeah.
turtles. Like Peter from Nerdit.
yeah.
wrote me.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like,
I saw.
"Yeah,
It. He was like,
yeah,
"Oh my god."
Yeah, I don't like I
Yeah.
don't know how to draw shit, but I could draw the fuck out of turtles or something like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
you know?
I saw
It's
that.
like-
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Like the fact that turtles has brought this big community together
Yeah.
through
Through
generations.
the ages, yeah, basically.
And how many a time we have been talking about the
Mhm.
fucking turtles.
But dude, it is
Yeah.
such a cool thing because I talked to Peter as well, and we
Mhm.
were talking about our old toys and how our kids are snapping the little you remember the GI Joe, the little
Yes.
rubber band in him.
Oh, I know.
Like his kids are killing him, and so were mine.
Yeah.
And
That's why I
it's
don't
just
have
like so
kids.
heartbreaking, when they do it.
Yes,
And,
of
'cause
course.
but the thing is, they're not in great condition. They're like okay for because I played a
No,
lot
but
with my
those,
toys.
Those rubber bands are dry as fuck
As
now.
fuck, yeah. Yeah,
So-
but my kids have ripped out, arms, legs on turtles as well. Like all those. Like they broke my splinter that can turn into
No.
yeah
Oh.
Hamato Yoshi and
Fuck.
back, and yeah, he dead.
Damn.
And so is Bebop. His hand is gone.
I've got Rocksteady, and I think he's in mint condition almost. kind of.
You didn't have kids yet.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
well done. But actually, on the subject, now I remembered what I was
Good.
gonna say, and it's super, it's right there. Drawing, just enjoying drawing. That works for me. For I don't only draw. Like if I don't get better, I don't want to keep drawing. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
yeah,
I need
yeah.
to keep getting better.
You need to see an improvement.
Yes.
Even if it's just in the slightest.
Yeah. I need to feel sometimes that oh yeah, that I just draw that.
Mhm.
Like whatever. I was
Yeah.
just not farting because that's what you guys heard. I did a pen sound it was like a nonchalant
Yeah.
but it just sounded like diarrhea.
Mhm.
But I need to have because some people don't get better. They just get discouraged by the feeling of not improving.
Yeah.
Where I am okay, every time I feel that I'm not good enough, I just know that it's just around the corner of getting better.
Yeah.
I might not see it exactly or feel it, but there's something happening.
Yeah. I mean, there's always that. That's the
but
thing. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, every single sketch you do,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and this is philosophically speaking, I
Mhm.
think more. But with every new sketch you do, you are better. Like,
Maybe.
a little bit. Like, the smallest increment,
Yeah.
but always better because you keep doing it.
Yeah.
It might look like shit compared to the previous one because you liked the previous one
Yeah.
more, but you have gained something from that one to that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess what you mean.
Yeah. So, with that said, like, just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Keep pushing it.
But I also think that you should always, like, because I know a lot of people just throw away anything that sucks.
Don't.
But if you do finish things or like half finish them, save them.
Yeah, it's super fun to bring out.
It's data. It's
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're not like as far as artwork goes. In a year, you'll hate it definitely. Maybe less. Maybe a week.
Hopefully.
Maybe a couple of days. But as data, it's invaluable because working out without results super boring.
Yeah,
Anything
why-
you do
why the
without
fuck would you
results,
do that?
why would you do it? Yeah. But if you keep throwing away your data, like like something you can compare your like your skills today with what you did 6 months ago.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, you're gonna lose sort of the perspective of your development. Like when people go in on their Instagram and they start erasing, from the first posts. Like I love going back and crying.
Yeah.
To my old Instagram, my old Instagram page or my old DeviantArt page. Like, I don't want to erase those first posts. They're garbage,
Yes.
but beautiful garbage because I see like, oh, I would never do that. Like, ever,
Mm-hmm.
ever do anything in that area.
And that's how you learn.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Because I remember like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then you go back and you're like, this isn't pretty cool.
Like, where was the coolness?
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
was it?
Or just like remembering that like that sense of pride, like that girl that I showed you, the assassin girl with the thing,
Yeah.
and going back and like, oh yeah, well I see where this went later,
Mhm.
but this is shit. Like this is so bad with her tiny eyes and giant head and weird stuff. Oh man, so many artistic choices that were so wrong.
But yet so right.
But yeah, it's all right. Yeah,
Mhm.
and like don't throw away your data. Like if you feel bad, just go back.
Oh yeah.
Just go back and see how far you've come, basically.
Yeah.
Like, because all the like the data is there to support that you're getting better. Unless you're not drawing, then you're not getting better.
Exactly. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have. I don't
Yeah.
know,
I
like,
think that's all I have too.
yeah, exactly. Something good is somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Like
somewhere.
just find what works for you.
Dig around in it.
No, but that's basically what it is. Like
Yeah.
like it's a big pile of shit,
It's a bouillabaisse.
and then like.
Just trying to stay away from more poop talk.
But everyone sticks their hand in and then find what's gold to them.
Yeah,
Basically, I
exactly.
don't know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
always
there's always money in the
there's
banana.
always a
In banana
banana stand. I was gonna say there's always corn, but yeah.
Oh no.
Intact
Yes.
nuggets.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool,
so
cool.
let's do a swooshy swoosh thing. Yeah, swoosh, swoosh.
So tools.
Toolies.
Welcome, friends.
Welcome.
Yes.
Sorry, I just
I
ruined
don't
your
know.
epic.
No, yeah, I don't know. I
He-Man
had nothing. I had
speech? No,
nothing.
you
I
had
had
nothing?
nothing.
You had something.
I had something,
Yeah,
but
you
I
did.
don't know.
And
It
then you
just,
lost it.
Like, it was just all,
Yeah.
improv. We'll get back to the improv part
yeah.
later.
So toolies. Yeah,
Toolies.
tool. So tool, what do you got for me today?
Nothing.
No.
No, I'm just like I said before, I've been struggling with life apparently,
Mm-hmm.
in my brain at least, and I just started doing everything differently. Like I started doing activities that I usually don't do, like going outside and playing with people I don't know, with my kids as well, because otherwise I'd be a creepy guy playing with little kids. Yeah, exactly. Hey kids, you want to play? So yeah, I got ice cream in my van. No, so I've just popsicle. I got a freezer full of popsicles. But yeah, no, I did not do that.
No.
I thought that was weird, so I took my kids out to play soccer, and also been climbing, like I said before, and it's really helped me come out of my sort of mind jail
Yeah.
or like whatever. the
Cocoon.
yeah.
Which is great.
So been basically wanting change and been doing things differently to get change. That is my tool. You're
Nice.
welcome. Go,
Awesome.
Robert.
And speaking of change and flipping stuff over on its head, well, I bounced on a trampoline yesterday, which was great. And
That's a tool.
finally did like a proper fun activity.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to go wakeboarding, but the place was super duper full. So we
Mhm.
just said, fuck it. And I ended up on a trampoline instead. But that's not the tool I wanted to talk about. Something that I've been doing this whole week, and it has more or less taken over my entire life, has been writing.
Dan. What pencil are you using?
I am using my iPad. So I'm using
Yes.
notes on the iPad. And
Is
this
this the
is
one where it
something-
translates it into actual writing?
No,
or is it
just,
handwritten?
just scribbles.
scribbles. Yeah.
Scribble.
Like, how do you spell?
Yeah,
You're like a doctor. Like,
no, because every time if I try writing like with the keyboards or
Yeah.
whatever, I will get stuck because I can't spell. Like so,
Mhm.
every time I write something, the red mark comes up or autocorrect, and then it's just wrong
I
all
just
the time.
write through it. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I can't do that because when
Oh.
I go back and read it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
okay.
you
it's that
cock
wrong.
fuck happy cock, like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because
This was cock,
yeah.
like Swedish.
But yeah, so the writing project, I did dabble a little bit in it a few months ago,
Mhm.
and I really enjoy the process of emptying my brain out of these crazy ideas that I have. But with this, murder everyone. Actually, that
Okay.
kind of stuff, it helps. Like
Cool.
it really does.
Yeah.
Like the darkness really translates well to, in this case, a movie
Mhm.
script, which is what I want to achieve. And so what I did for myself, I just said that, all right, it doesn't matter how long this will take. It doesn't matter how much effort I put into it or anything, but eventually I will submit a movie script to Netflix or any, like,
Yeah.
I will make a movie. This is the plan now. And I am so bloody serious about this. Like, it will happen.
Mhm.
I don't care, you know.
And
what I
something
have
you
to go
said
through.
that was really good as well that I enjoyed is that you just like, I'm right. Like I saw these shitty movies today, and my movie is gonna be somewhere there. Like,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
enjoying
yeah.
what you're doing
Exactly.
and taking it for what it is, and then
Exactly.
eventually maybe a script later or two. That might be the movie you want to make.
Yeah.
But you're still like putting it out there. It might not be original enough, you know, it might not be blah blah blah. You don't care. You just like, I'm gonna write it, and then see
And then
what
we'll see
happens.
what
Yeah,
happens.
because I
Exactly.
think the cool thing is to just complete it because we haven't like this is not something you do,
No.
and just having done
Right.
it. Yeah,
Writing is like the total opposite of what I do. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, I suck at it.
Yeah, you summarize writing into an image.
Yes.
One image.
Exactly. And that, seriously, the first notes, I can show you right now. The first notes has scribbles right next to it. Like, yeah.
Like doodles, you mean?
Yes.
Scribbles is what you
So,
did on your iPad.
Immediately, the first
Yeah.
sentence I did, I had to have an image next to it. And
Oh,
then,
that's the perfect thing with notes.
yeah, that is actually the perfect thing with notes. And then another cool thing, just speaking of tools, if you have an iPad, I didn't know this, but if you just bring out your pen and like tap the screen, you immediately hit notes and start. You can write
yeah,
straight
exactly.
away.
You just go straight to notes.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
So,
Loser.
yeah, I am a loser.
Because I always try to like when you're supposed to like turn on your iPad, I don't press the home button. You
No.
press the screen, and I usually do that with my pen.
Yeah.
So I accidentally get that all the time.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
So, well, I do that all the time now because I'm always writing now. And it's such a great pastime as well. Like, I'm just sitting there listening to a song. I get this idea in my head that could be either like some trait for one of the characters, or I see a cool movie scene, or like something with, I don't know, a sword, or whatever it is. Like, I just scribble it down. So the notes are very incoherent. Like, it's just random words
Mhm.
here and there. In the beginning, it was very linear, so I wrote the movie as I saw it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was such a great thing too, because I sometimes struggle with falling asleep, and this is the best way to fall asleep. It's pretty much activating a dream, but, consciously.
Yeah.
So, it's also like, just fun, really, like analyzing what would be my favorite movie to do. Like, what would that be? Just
Shit.
really
Yeah,
breaking
starting
that down and
thinking
like
about it. Yeah.
exactly, like, would it be a comedy or would it be an action or would it be a horror? So in my case, I'm doing more of an action horror, very inspired by like Predator and Aliens. Sort of
man.
that sort of
I
vibe.
love that you can do that because in my brain I could never do a horror movie.
But it's
I don't
such
have
a
the
good-
darkness. You know, like
Yeah,
as
yeah.
kids where we loved like decapitations and shit like that.
That's still stuck with me. Like,
Yeah, I don't
throughout the
have that
years.
in me. Like I don't have like when people talk about like a darkness, I don't have that.
This shit is really dark though.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but I don't have that. Like, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. That's why I'm like
I-
it's so fun to
if you
hear it.
if
yeah.
you try it, you could try it as an exercise, just doing like a one
You
like
mean,
a horror scene, like do your own horror scene and see like how
and
scary
that is so hard
you
for
could
me
do. Yeah, but,
because I hate I don't feel scariness in that.
but it
For
would
me
be
that
s-
isn't
it
yeah.
would be so interesting to see what your rendition of like what would
Horror,
be
yeah.
the most terrifying thing for you. And
yeah.
and this
I
is
don't
for
know.
everybody out there as well, like just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fun exercise, and that can translate awesomely into an image. So like if you have a hard time coming up with ideas, try not to think of it
know
making
what?
a picture, doing like a little story, and then you could make a picture from
Okay,
the
what about this? What about this? If we take this thing now that you said
uh-huh
and we do it as a writing exercise for everyone listening that's interested, like it can be as long or as short as you want to make it, but make it so that I guess that people actually can read through it.
mm-hmm.
But let's all write it and then we can put it in like our challenges and everyone can like on the Discord
Yep.
group. So if you want to find the Discord, go to Sketchbook Heroes Instagram or Ilias Patlis and then just press the link in the bio. But just go there and then just like write your own little horror story. Like it doesn't have to be a complete one. We're talking about one scene.
Yeah,
Like one scary scene. We can all write it and then just sort of like see what happens. We'll probably have like 3-4 of those.
yeah.
Like
Anything
on
would
the
be.
Discord.
It would just be fun to see.
it would be super fun to see. Don't worry about it being good because I have no idea how you write this. Write it like a story
Exactly.
or however you're comfortable of
I
writing
think
it.
go in with the intention of it being really fucking bad.
Yeah,
like,
because
just-
that's what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
Because I have no idea what the
No.
fuck I'm doing here.
And seriously, what I'm writing is really fucking bad. Like
Yeah.
if I wrote you or read you what I've written,
Mhm.
like everybody would be falling over, laughing their asses
But
off.
isn't
seriously.
that also like a fun thing?
Yes, that's the
'Cause
thing. Because
it-
I'm writing for me.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like I'm not, and of course the end result here is to make
To
something
make
out
something,
of it that
but you got-
everybody will
yeah.
get to enjoy or hate, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't give a flying fuck. I'm
There you
doing
go.
this for me.
Fly fucks, folks.
Fly fucks. That's the thing. That's a new thing now. Just so you know.
fucks.
Fly fucks.
We had some
Yes.
good. What was the other one? Honey Badger.
Honey Badger. Yeah.
And yeah, the one we stole
Go
from
Frozen.
Rockstar. Yeah, and Go Frozen on the bitch.
Yes.
And never stop. Never
Stop.
stopping.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, so this, the idea came about with me seeing a review of The Predator from 1987, like the first Predator. And they were going on and on about like how it is one of the best action movies pretty much made, which I would actually agree on. Like it is, if you look at how it's built and like built up, I mean like in story wise and what happens in the movie, it doesn't miss a single beat. Like it is such a brilliant action movie. It really is. Plus with that little hint of horror in it. with
Yeah,
that
it
alien
actually
thing.
does have it. Yeah.
It does, especially if you don't. I don't know if you haven't seen The Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you should definitely see it.
If
it It's-
bleeds, we can kill it.
Exactly, like it's so. It's to this day. I saw it yesterday or the day before yesterday, like really recently, and it still holds up.
I do- I still wanna see it
just
now.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is really great. It's such a cool action movie.
Dude, I loved it as a kid. It had everything. It had muscle. It had, like
you son of a
You son
bitch.
of Dylan, you
You
son of a bitch.
Smack. Yeah.
Smack.
Ah, so brilliant.
But it's also cheesy, but
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, I started watching like the director's commentary and all of this stuff too, just to hear about it. Like they had such a blast doing this movie as well, and this was before Arnold had really blown up.
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
of this.
He's
and,
not
like this is where Arnold pretty much learned how to act, just
Yeah.
opposite of Apollo Creed.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I know. But fuck, it's such a great movie. But anyway, so I saw a review of that, and I went, well, what if I just take that story, but change the characters to my characters, and then see what happens?
Yeah. Just
And
have
then-
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you can't come up with something entirely new, give yourself a break and
Exactly.
take something that's out there. Like again, don't worry about originality at all.
Exactly. And it actually started out with me thinking I was going to do a Predator movie.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
that last
exactly.
time. Yeah, the
Uh,
craziness.
That just like, well, all the sequels of the Predator or prequels or Alien versus Predators and all of this, they've all been shit compared to the first one. And I'm like, why is that? How can we not make a good Predator movie now?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I will make that fucking movie. And then it turned into something that is not the Predator movie. It's still based on kind of the same vibe. But then I started watching stuff about aliens, and I'm like, well, that's a lot cooler. And then I just stole stuff from that and
But
then
dude, I
interpreted
love the
that.
thing we talked about as well in Japan. That thing
And this
I
is
kind of like.
this is where it's gone even
okay,
further.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna give it away, but
No, and I'm gonna tell you about it later when we do the darts, because I don't want to like. This is the thing. It's such a fresh, cool idea that I think if I start telling everybody about what I'm,
you're gonna start affecting their stories.
yes,
Yeah.
both that and also myself,
Yeah.
because
Okay,
I have
yeah.
this thing. Whenever I tell people about
Yeah, you don't want
things,
to do it. Yeah.
I kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave it at more of me writing more instead of drawing and doing art stuff, because
Yeah.
now all of my art projects are done.
Yeah.
It's all
It's
sent
the time
in.
in between, basically.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's also why I'm low again. It is
I feel
that
you. I feel you.
it is that period, which is great to have this sort of writing thing to occupy that space. And oh, how it occupied! Like now, it's become a routine that I like when we go to bed. Anna falls asleep straight away. I sit there scribbling and just like
Well, that's a good way. I think
It's
that
so
is
good.
way better than watching something or
Yes.
just like you're getting out your last thoughts, basically.
But with that said, every time,
Yeah.
like when she wants to go to bed, I'm always like, I'm just gonna, and then I'm like, no, I'm coming to bed too. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I'm
I
so
feel ya.
close to either play Tsushima, put that movie on, or that show. I'm still there, like, because I'm not tired,
yeah.
but I still
Neither
like,
am I.
fuck it. Yeah, it's like 10:30.
It's nothing. Yeah, it's
For me,
nothing.
that's 7 o'clock.
No, but that's when I wake up as well. Like
Yeah.
in my mind, I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
my
yeah.
mind, like everyone's gone. I'm like,
But that is the cool thing about that.
yeah.
Just that's when my brain gets more activated
Same.
and the
I
cool
want-
ideas come out.
yeah. I know there is a video about that. I don't remember where I saw it though. About your mind sort of getting more active when like at night, for some reason. Like I don't remember where I saw it. Might have been like Robin.
But I mean, it kind of does make sense though. I mean, your body starts like slowing down, gets tired.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that sort of automatically activate your brain a little bit more?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It makes sense
For
in my
me,
head.
it feels like because you work your brain a lot as well.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like by the end you would just like, I need to go to bed. Sort of like when I'm really tired and I haven't slept, like
Yeah.
the way we've been living our lives for too long. Like that, when I'm so exhausted, like I still get, like the lamp sort of like the lights turn on at night, but like sometimes the tiredness is so heavy that I just have to go to bed. Like when I slept like 3 hours for a week. But I don't know what activates that fucking thing though. Like, I don't know.
It's probably better not to know.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. But if you are interested in writing and maybe even writing movie scripts, there's so many great clips on YouTube with people explaining different sort of rules or how to
Yeah.
structure and all of this.
I'm not going to do that.
Watch all of them because they all say totally different things, which
Yeah.
concludes the thing with pretty much do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And almost quoting Tarantino saying like, don't focus on a story. Like, don't think of a whole movie straight away, because you're gonna kill yourself straight away. Like that will
But-
just end everything.
But does anyone do that? Because for me,
People
just-
do apparently.
do they?
Yeah.
Because for me, it's just like, oh, this cool scene. Like I told you,
Mhm.
like I have this, and the heroes do this, and when they do that, that affects. You know, like I only have one scene.
And that's what Tarantino does.
Okay,
Like
'cause-
so he thinks up a really cool scene.
Like a key scene, maybe.
Yeah, and Stephen King does the exact same thing.
Cool.
Like
I'm a
and he
genius.
and Stephen King said it so well. He's like almost like he's what do you call it? Like sifting or
yeah, like
like-
gold. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to like.
So like he's got so many
Whatever it is.
different ideas, and then
Yeah.
over time he's constantly
yeah.
sifting, and the really good ideas are bigger chunks,
Yeah.
and all the small ones fall through the holes. But the
Yeah.
bigger chunks will always stay there. So he said an example of the dome or under the dome.
Yeah, Under the Dome. I enjoyed the book.
Right? I
Yeah.
love the book too. The show or the miniseries was I think I only saw like half of it.
Yeah,
anyways.
I just saw a few episodes.
But he had the idea of the squirrel that gets cut in half by the dome.
yeah.
That idea came to him when he was in high
Cocaine.
school
I was-
or like the first year of college
Yeah.
or something, and he didn't write the book. I think
it's
until
so
like
way later.
11 years later. But
It came
that
out
idea,
2011, I think, or something like that.
so probably even more. But that idea stuck with him always, like
Yeah.
through time. And he's like, how could I fit this into some, like, what is the story here with this?
but
and
the
he
ending,
just
I
kept-
didn't enjoy. I think.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he never nails the ending.
No, yeah. What is it with Stephen King and the endings, man?
It's
They're so
like, it's not
weird.
just Stephen King.
No,
but,
no, no. But
but
it
they're
is.
always like super over the top. And
Yeah.
I know. But just stuff like that. Like, think of really cool scenes and then see how you can kind of tie them together. And
Mhm.
that will, make a chunk of a movie. Like, it's such a cool way to do it. And after I heard Tarantino say that, I was like, okay, good. Like, I don't have to think of the whole thing because I was stressing, like, fuck, I don't have the whole story. And I don't know what to do. Yeah, just hearing Quentin Tarantino say, Robert, you're doing the right thing. Just think of really cool scenes. And then, maybe you can tie it into the movie, or
Mhm.
maybe that scene isn't meant for that movie.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just write it down. And that's the cool thing. It's like doodling, but with words.
That is awesome.
So that's my tool.
I also have a tool. Like, if you like listen to this podcast, just look at your phone, put on the camera, press the selfie button, and there's a tool. Okay,
Nice.
you're welcome.
Oh, snap.
No, I
You just
actually did have a.
insulted
Yeah, I just insulted everyone
a
that's still
few
here.
thousand people.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, but actually, something I realized with climbing as well, in this self, I don't know, what do you call it, exploring thing that I was like. Sometimes you gotta like to make a change in life. If you're like me, you just gotta start thinking differently. And when you're climbing, sometimes you gotta like do things with your body that feel like
Mhm.
they feel wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I should do this. And then you have like someone that knows what they're doing. And they're like, no, turn your body the other way. And you're like, no, this is the way. And you fall down.
Yeah.
And then you try it their way. And you're like,
Oh, shit.
oh, I
Yeah.
would never have, like, it would have taken me some time to get to this point
Mm-hmm.
to realize that I have to go left, not right, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And that was a big, also like oh shit, yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
aha
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That came super fast. And, like, that was like a good realization to what I'm going through as
Mhm.
well. Like, you're stuck in your routines, you're stuck in the way you're doing it. Maybe you should go left instead of right this
Yeah.
time, like,
Or just listen to somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
or listen to someone
Take,
else. than
take
yourself.
somebody's advice. Like these tools.
These tools.
Ta-da.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving
so
on.
moving on. Moving on.
Moving on. You're welcome. Okay.
All right.
No, I don't know. Pros and cons.
Yes.
Cons and cons.
So before we dive into like the full
Full.
retro, because
Yeah.
today we actually saw a movie and
We
ate
saw a
burgers
movie, yeah.
and had a jolly old time. I just want to go through the stuff that I've
Oh,
seen, the new stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not doing like the full thing. I'm just
I have one thing. Can I go first?
yeah. Go first.
I've seen one thing that I can remember, and it is called The Gifted, that I started watching. And
Oh yeah. You wrote
the
me
cool thing
it.
about it is I thought it was like something with superpowers.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
What I didn't know going into it was that it said, what's his name? No, I forgot his name. Fuck it. But it also says Stan Lee in the beginning that I totally missed.
Oh yeah.
Because I was doing some other stuff. I was like, oh, intro, okay, whatever. But then they were like, mutants this and mutants that, and the X-Men are gone. Like that came like a bit, like halfway through the episode or something. And I was like, what? And how did I miss this? Exactly.
Yeah.
And what I love about this show is that it's basically there are no X-Men. Like, I don't know, like you get no info what happened. But it's basically they've got this mutant law. So if you use your mutant power in any way, big or small, or no matter your age as well. Like if you use it to damage property or do something that could be deemed threatful, they're on you. Like
You die.
yeah, no, you don't die, but the special agency comes and picks you up basically, and people are like racist against the mutants and afraid of them, and it just builds
that's what
around.
I've always loved about the X-Men. Actually,
Yeah, that they have that whole thing.
Yeah.
And it is a pretty surprisingly good show. The budget doesn't seem all that great, but for that, it still holds up. It's not like Push or not Push, the Code 8.
Yep.
Like where nothing really happens. They're like, we have powers, and they just like move a chair. Yeah, exactly, and it's just like static. No,
Captain
but
Sparkles.
no, yeah, but exactly that. And it's just this show has a bit more, like it doesn't
Heart.
feel like a big budget, but it's still like they portray the powers okay.
Do you know how old it is?
Yeah, 2017 to
17.
now. Yeah,
Okay.
the fuck. So it's 3 years old.
Because I'm like,
first-
is it the show that I like? Because I've seen almost I think a full season of one
A
of those,
show?
and it could be The Gifted.
Does
but
it
it's
have a
also
guy
could-
with like light in his hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
then
Yeah.
Then I think I saw it when it came out.
Yeah, okay. But
And-
I like the idea of it and where it's heading.
Because I didn't like how the first season sort of ended.
I have no idea.
Well,
Yet.
so
I'm
I
7
lost-
episodes.
I lost interest, but
Okay.
I've heard that it really picks up. Like
Okay,
it's supposed to be really, really good. But it's always like that. Everybody says that
Is
always.
the second season out or is it coming? I don't know.
I think there's 2 seasons.
Oh,
So-
maybe they're both out. Yeah, I don't
think
know.
so.
Or
If
it's
it's the
coming, or if it's
or
coming. Yeah.
I am thinking of a different show.
Yeah,
So
but it is.
I don't wanna say
it's
too much.
promising. Like I don't know if it's good yet. I'm
Yeah.
interested. 7 episodes in.
good.
It might fall. I'm waiting for The Boys. That's my show.
Where are you watching it?
Via Play.
Of course. Fuck.
Yep.
Uh,
I noticed as soon as I wrote to you, I was like Netflix, and like no.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm gonna watch it, I've seen it like 2 runs.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, Netflix every time, and then like it's not here, and then like because it's not here. Yeah, but it is a Fox show, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's the same show.
Yeah, but I kind of enjoy where it's going.
It
But
is.
it is fun, and I like that the X-Men are all gone.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the Logan movie for me. You
Yeah.
know, like where they like, okay, well, the X-Men are gone. This is what's left.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a great connection.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
The Gifted.
But The Gifted, yeah, I have nothing else to say that doesn't spoil anything. So.
Well, you haven't seen enough of it to spoil enough of it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm just gonna babble through a whole bunch of movies that I've finally seen movies. And Anna got actually a little bit pissed with me because I'm like, we're watching this. Like, today we're watching this.
You have
today we're watching
opinions.
this.
Yeah,
Today we're
exactly.
watching this. I'm like, I need to see this because I need stuff for the podcast. And now I'm not like even gonna talk about them. But so just starting from the top, I saw a movie called The Hunt, which is kind of a brand new release on DVD now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been one of those that came out on rental.
It's not the one you mentioned last time, like The Hunted, and you
Yes.
didn't know what it was.
Yes. So I saw that one, and it's called The Hunt. Good. I forgot that I mentioned
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that kind of straight away after the last episode, and it was like so much fun. Like I thought it was gonna be the typical hard target,
Mm-hmm.
but no, it wasn't. Like it's still hard target.
Yeah,
but
it is, but it
with a
isn't.
twist.
Yeah.
And like it's extremely brutal, but with a good sense of humor throughout the whole thing. And I think you are gonna enjoy it too. Like it's
Yeah. Where did you see this? You have it? Or?
yeah, I bought it.
Oh, okay, you bought it. Yeah.
But I think for casual Sunday viewing and you want to have a laugh, and if you're okay with a little bit of splatter,
I don't mind.
you're gonna like this movie. It's good. The actors are great. I think the story is really fun, very today as well. Like, and not being what we talked about before, like pushing these agendas in your face.
Yeah.
Like just honest fun.
Yep.
A fun movie. So The Hunt, definitely a big recommendation. Then I saw The Lighthouse finally with Twilight and Willem Dafoe. What's his name? Robert Pattinson. Fuck, I always forget his name.
Batman.
Yes, Batman. I don't. No. Twilight.
When I was a Batman.
This is a movie that I recommend everybody watch, but I cannot, with good conscience, say that people will like it. This is an artsy-fartsy movie. It's a black and white movie, and it is very extreme in like the way they've shot it, crazy close-ups, and it really twists your head. Like, it is a very strange movie, but I think it's beautiful in that way. Like, it really is a piece of art. And the acting is crazy good. Fuck, these guys are good. Like, seriously, Twilight aside, Robert Pattinson is genius. Like, he's so good. And Willem Dafoe is always awesome. And it's seriously just them in a room. Like, pretty much. Or a lighthouse.
Yeah. And a lighthouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. And
it
it
sounds
is
like Brokeback Mountain or like Two Girls in a Cup. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like just a whole bunch of wanking off and farting. That's what it is. But it is sort of a horror, but it's not really, and it's
A thriller.
kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
It's everything.
I like.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
It's seriously like I just think everybody should see this. But
I
it's
love that
also,
when you see, like, when acting is carrying the movie because there's nothing else.
yeah,
Those movies
Exactly.
are usually very good.
and
like,
they're very few and far between.
Yeah,
these
yeah,
days.
yes, very
that's,
much,
That's
yeah.
why, because this one really has. Because last time I talked about Papillon, like that
yeah,
classic,
yeah.
same sort of thing here, but done last year.
Yeah.
And it was like the talk of last year. Everybody was talking about this movie.
Never heard of it.
So, yeah, finally saw it. Lighthouse, try to see it if you can. And, well, if you don't like it, you still saw it. There you go. Then I finally saw the movie you saw or talked about last week, Project Power. I didn't dislike it as much as Ilias did,
But
but
it was okay.
I still, I liked it. It didn't go all the way. Like, it left me wanting more, and they could have done a lot more with it, is what I mean. Yeah, I really liked it, though. Like,
No, I did too. Parts of it, but I didn't
yeah,
like the acting felt a bit off.
exactly. But, I mean, the little girl, it was her first movie. She did a great
Sure.
fucking job, like, considering it's her first movie. I love Jamie Foxx. Like, he's just always fun. In this one, he was like, yeah, it's all right.
It's okay.
And the other guy too, who I always forget his name.
Which one?
The
Yeah. The
Gordon-Levitt?
sidekick. Yeah,
something.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon-Levitt. Yeah. Yeah. Also good. Like a good movie, not like the best or anything.
No, but for me,
Casual
it just
viewing.
felt like what was that movie called with the Will Smith and the racism elves and shit? Was that Will Smith?
Racism elves.
Yeah. The
What?
one, the what the fuck was that one called? Like, it was super hyped. That sci-fi
Oh
movie.
yeah. Bright.
Brightburn. No,
No, just
Brightburn.
Bright.
Just Bright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one, it's like an attempt.
Fuck that's a movie that I've wanted to rewatch so many times, but I've never been able to.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
just
think I will,
haven't-
but
no.
but it was the same movie. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted it to be really good.
The idea of
And
it was
yeah,
great.
Yeah, exactly. I
Exactly.
love the idea of it.
Mm.
Like, it's so different from anything else that's
Yeah.
out there, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't really.
Yeah, it
get
didn't
there.
match the hype of it, I
Yeah.
guess. And with this one, I mean, it didn't have any hype. It just all of a sudden appeared.
No, I actually saw the trailer a while before it.
Oh,
released.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
only saw
totally
it
just
when it
forgot it and then I saw it and I was like,
Yeah, but again,
okay, it's okay. Like I like the 5-minute power thing. Like
Yeah.
I really like that. That's a simple idea that a lot of people can get behind.
and I think what made it not work 100% was that they had to explain where the powers came from.
Oh, that ruins everything.
Why?
Like that
Like-
foreshadowing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
'cause
You-
it is
you
so-
brought that up last
yeah,
episode.
it's so
and
in your face.
it
like,
really was like
and I don't even have to say what part in the
No.
movie for
No,
that
no, no,
one
no.
to be.
you will
It's
know.
just like you will know when it
Yeah.
happens, and you're just like, oh, is this the? Yep, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Like if you
exactly.
think it's gonna be the rest of the movie, it is
Mhm.
exactly
That's
that.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, but again, one of those like if you don't have anything
But
else
what
to
did you
watch,
think about the ending, as well? Like, it could have been cool.
yeah, it could have been,
But that he had so much control over it
and he'd only used it like once
before, and then like
because I
it's
was
like
like
every-
everybody would die. there.
everybody would have died.
Yes,
Yeah, everybody would have died.
like, and he even did kind of.
Yeah,
I don't-
kind of.
like,
yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's not.
no,
Let's just watch it. It's
yeah.
like
Anyways,
there's nothing to ruin.
no, it's like it's not the best of movies.
Yeah,
But-
you're never gonna come back and like you ruined Star Wars for me. No,
Not at all.
not
uh,
at all.
But
Don't worry
like
about it.
lack of anything else. Yeah, watch it. It's
Yeah.
like
Maybe watch
I'm-
it with a friend.
I'm sure you can get something good out of it.
No,
Like,
there were parts that I like. Like I could use those ideas to something that I will do.
and it
You
was
know what I mean?
also like a little bit more brutal than I thought it was gonna be.
Yep.
Which was pretty like
I always appreciate that
Yeah,
when
me
they
too.
don't hold back.
exactly.
Because there's something about holding back that makes the rest of the movie feel like a kid's movie.
For
That's why
me-
Kick-Ass works.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Kick-Ass
It's
works.
like-
Because if they did Disney of it, like
Then-
they just pulled back on the punches,
it would have been the
garbage.
Most, yeah,
Garbage.
but they went for it.
yeah.
like,
Like it's
yeah.
so brutal
And-
where it shouldn't be, you know, like
Exactly.
and you're like, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yeah. And with this one, I think of the cage with
Yeah.
the girl or
Mhm.
woman.
Yep.
Yeah, that scene, so good. Loved it.
Mhm.
And then the worst shit happened,
Happened.
right after.
Yeah,
that.
right
Yeah.
after, yeah.
So bad.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let
yeah.
it go.
Spot on. That was so good. All right, moving on. So shit, I have a few more movies. The other one I watched was with the other half of Twilight, Underwater.
Oh shit, I've been.
Kirsten.
Oh no, shit. Now I'm thinking
Kristen
of,
Stewart. Yeah.
I was thinking about the other one, not that one.
Okay.
The Oscar movie, the
Oh, lady. No.
no, not Lady. Sound of Water.
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water.
That
Sound
is
of
awesome.
Water.
You need to
Have
see
not
that.
seen that
It's
one.
really it's beautiful. It's Guillermo del Toro. Like
Mm.
all of his movies is like a fairy tale. It's really good. It deserved the Oscar for sure. But Underwater is not one of those. I actually did enjoy it. I really did. It's only like 1.5 hours, so it feels like it's
And what was this one called?
underwater, and the other one was Shape of Water.
Shape of Water.
Both of those are like,
I just have that song now. Man with the shape of you.
for some stupid
For
reason.
some stupid
Yep.
reason, Shape of Water.
And Underwater's a new release on DVD as well, so like you won't find it.
What kind of movie is it, though?
legally?
Like it's about.
It's about underwater, pretty much.
It's a water and they're under it.
Yeah.
And
No, they're
it's-
like they're digging in the Mariana Trench.
Okay, yeah.
So they're at the deepest point of the known ocean, at least. Like the deepest, I think they're, what was it, 7 miles down or something, which is like 1 mile, 10 kilometers down underwater, and
Mhm.
shit really, shit goes to hell.
Is it the Sharon Stone movie? What's that called? The one where they're under.
Catwoman? No.
No, but what's the one
the
with the-
Abyss, you mean?
No,
Sphere.
Sphere? Yeah,
Sphere.
Sphere.
Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, he's also in it. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's not that, but kind of.
but
I
kind
guess.
of. Yeah.
Kind of. This is a movie that, like, you've probably kind of seen it in a way, but
But with a,
A new
twist.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
the less you know about this movie, the better,
better,
it will
yep.
be. But of course, towards the end, they show a little bit too much, and
Mhm,
I
okay,
got
yeah.
a little bit disappointed, but also a little bit happy because
Mhm.
the geek in me went woo.
Maybe that's the reason why Predator works.
Yeah.
for a long time they just show you what he sees. You know, like,
Exactly,
they don't
and it's
really show-
always blurry thing.
exactly
It's
like
you don't know what the fuck it is for so long. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, underwater, it's again, it's sort of the same. It's a little bit better.
bladder underwater, Rob.
It's a little bit better than Project Power. I enjoyed it a lot more than Anna did, for sure.
But you
and
have that
I
like
yeah I
appreciation for
exactly
the craft and the thing.
and I really have this geeky thing with like things underwater. Like I love sea creature movies, anything, just water in general. I think it's the most mysterious thing on the planet.
No, well, that's the only
And
undiscovered thing on
Of course,
the planet,
we've
basically.
discovered maybe like somewhere between 2 and 5% of the entire water thing.
Water thing, yeah.
It's
Oh,
fucking crazy. Just imagine how much
is
shit
down
you
there,
can
yeah.
find there. It's so cool.
So horrifying when
Yes.
they find these like big sea creatures that are like so
And
crazy
I've
big.
listened to so many podcasts about really like diver stories and stuff. Like for example, just a little derail, but they went down to salvage ships from the First World War, and they go down there and they find bodies that are 100% intact.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
And then when they bring them up, they decompose on the way up. Like as soon as
Ew.
they
move them
yeah.
and touch them and
so
just-
cool. And then there was like a horror story
Maybe
about
it's
that.
the lack of oxygen down there that keeps them.
Just
I don't know.
preserves.
But
But
I'm just gonna pretend that I know shit.
But like, how the fuck? Like, it's underwater. They've been there for decades, and they're not like nothing. They're pristine. It's oh man, so interesting.
Horrifying though. Imagine finding them.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking eerie down there. Like
Yeah. So I listened. It's a Swedish podcast called Creepy Podden.
that one, yeah.
some of the episodes are really good actually, and but yeah, Swedish. But they take a lot from other podcasts and
Mhm.
stories too. Anyways, speeding along, Basic Instinct. I saw that. Everybody knows
Classic.
about Basic Instinct, I hope, from the 90s. And it's definitely more of a soft porn than I remembered. God damn. It's
It is.
like 50% nudity.
I was
like,
gonna say like first
50%.
jerk off movie that wasn't really a porno.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but it is just insane, that movie.
Yeah, but
Like-
you gotta give it up to the actors in that one. That
What is it? Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas and
and-
Sharon Stone.
Yeah, her. I mentioned before.
Her. But with normally, like in Swedish movies, we're not shy of nudity.
No.
But in Hollywood, there's always like a stunt ass or stunt boob, or when they're in bed, there's like a sheet in between them, and it's like they're always really not nude. Not in this fucking movie. Like you see everything, really everything. I didn't remember that you saw all of that. All in all, it hadn't aged all that well, but
In what way though?
like now it's very
Does the acting feel off as well, or
yeah,
is
a
it,
little bit.
Mm.
It feels a little bit like too much, but
okay.
still watchable though, for sure.
But-
And I saw it on Netflix, so
Yeah.
like if you haven't seen it, it's one of
It
those
is,
that you should have
Yeah,
seen.
it's a piece of cinema, no doubt.
I mean, it has like I remember when it came, it had the impact of sort of the Matrix.
Dude,
it
was so
everybody
controversial as well with all that.
everybody did the bullet time after Matrix, but everybody did the leg thing from
Yeah.
Basic Instinct. Like, and if you see that in any other movie, you should know where it came from. Basic Instinct is where that happened, and
Also, like the thing with ice picket.
oh yeah,
They're called,
yeah, the ice pick.
The
yeah.
ice pick. That's
The ice pick.
Yeah.
So I saw that, and then I saw The Predator. Of course, I don't have to hype that up anymore. It's one of my favorite movies for sure. And today I saw one of the best worst movies that I've seen all week, Ninja in Dragon's Den. And it's really cool that I think Wu-Tang Clan has released their favorite kung fu collection of movies. And it's on YouTube, so you can find it just pretty much either I googled or YouTubed Ninja and then that popped up.
Did you ever watch their own movie? Not Wu-Tang, but was it the RZA that made a kung fu movie?
Man in the Iron Fist.
Yeah,
that
or
one?
something like that. Five
He's-
blah blah iron claw, something like 5 finger.
Iron Claw. No, something like like it was a bullshit name like that.
Well,
With
'cause
him in the
yeah,
sort
that's
of,
the
like,
man with
lead.
the iron fists.
Is it the man with the iron
Yeah,
fist? Was that what it
and
was?
there's 2 of them, so he's
Oh,
done a
shit.
sequel too.
Okay, yeah, I haven't
I
even heard of
kind of enjoy them because I know that
No, but it's like-
him.
it. It's
you know?
him. He's making his own
Yeah,
movies.
he's
the
doing
way
what
he
I want to do
No,
now.
but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's why I asked
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
had seen it.
No, it's
Because it is basically just self-fulfillment rather than like I care.
100%.
And that's why I love Kevin Smith. That's why he's my go-to guy when it comes to this. Like I
Exactly.
want to make this.
Yeah.
I'll make it. Will
Exactly.
anyone like it? I don't care.
exactly.
I have the money to make it. I'll just make it.
Yeah.
Or like,
I can
get
probably,
investors, yeah.
I could probably do this.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, with all of that said,
Yeah.
that's and just saying that this movie was a lot better than I thought it was going to be,
Mhm.
and it actually has like some kind of big names in it. Not that I remember any of the Japanese or Chinese
What?
names in it, but it's cool ninja stuff. The fight scenes are actually pretty dope,
I'm trying to remember this movie because I've seen it.
but it is one of those like
Yeah, the old school.
old school
style, yeah.
kung fu type movies.
With the dance, the rhythmic fighting. Like
Exactly. But like, what's maybe you know his name? He's the badass samurai from The Last Samurai, like the guy who always beats on Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I
That
know.
guy.
I don't remember his
like
name.
he's really famous Japanese
yeah,
actor,
yeah.
and
He's really good.
Yeah, he's he's so
Yeah,
famous.
the guy
for
with the long
being-
hair, like
exactly.
semi-long,
Yeah, exactly.
like your hair,
yeah,
basically.
I'm trying to become him, but he's like the ninja, so you know that it's good. But yeah, so Ninja in Dragon's Den,
Mm-hmm.
final recommendation from this week's watches. So with that fucking babble out of the way, let's do the real thing.
Mm-hmm. We did watch a classic today.
Oh, did we? Yes, we did. I feel so happy inside thanks to this movie. This is pretty much what put the whoa in our lives, I think,
Mhm.
or the excellent
dude.
yeah, all of that.
And basically in every other movie to follow.
Yes, and it is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So
Like this is a classic. Like
classic of classics.
Mhm.
I don't remember when it was released.
I
so
don't remember now.
if you start talking,
I think it's like the movie plays out in 88. So
88?
yeah, I think that's when it plays out, like in the movie,
okay,
like where they're from. So I'm guessing around there.
I missed
like,
so
you know.
much.
But the cool thing about this movie is that it came out like ages ago. No matter like what the actual date was, we watched the first one, and then a couple of years later, the second one comes out, and then later this year, I think, or next year, the second one is coming, or the third one is coming, and Keanu Reeves is like a little bit older, and so is the other guy.
Yes,
uh,
just a little bit.
but the thing is, like, this is a movie that I couldn't recommend you watch unless you grew up with it.
87.
87, yeah. So it plays out a year before, or after. I mean, after the But this movie, like, nostalgia is what holds it together.
Oh yes.
'Cause like, as much as it has because a lot of the jokes had no point to them.
They weren't really jokes.
They
either.
weren't really
No.
jokes, but they were trying to be funny. Like
Ish.
exactly. Like it was hard to grasp.
But
like-
that's a good thing, I think. Like, to be honest, because as soon as you said, "Dude, where's my car?" I
Yeah,
started comparing
dude.
the two, and I was like, "Why is this so much better than Dude, Where's My Car?" Because to me, it is like it's light years in between.
I don't know. Like I just feel like, Dude, Where's My Car is inspired by this movie a lot,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then it has this, like the political incorrectness
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, exactly.
And they try to sort of milk that for what it's worth. But this movie, it has none of that.
No.
And like for the life of me, I couldn't understand what it was until we watched the extra stuff
Yeah.
by
The
the
bonus
end.
material,
Yeah, the
yeah.
bonus material. And which made the movie way better as well.
it did.
Oh,
it did.
wow. When
It
you
just
start,
elevated
yeah.
everything straight away.
Because I thought, like, I don't know what I loved about this as a kid.
No.
Was it, like, just the American way of, dude, excellent, you know, like,
Just the
Yeah.
guitardedness of it all.
yeah.
Or what did they call the
Guitar
noodle?
noodling.
Yeah.
I love that
I
was
love
in the
it.
subtitles as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Guitar noodling. And the movie is, like, it isn't boring.
No.
It isn't overly fun in that sense.
No.
And then we watched the extra stuff, and the way they came up with the characters was at an improv class, where they were just like making these like exaggerated sort of versions of people they've met in
Or
school.
themselves.
Or themselves,
Pretty
you know.
much. Yeah.
And he was like, dude, yeah, man, you know,
and
like,
just like always positive.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
They were like too stupid to insult. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
and I think they said that they were doing like this type of stand-up thing
Mm.
where people, but they didn't make jokes. People just gave them sort of
They asked them
questions about history or stuff, and they just like if they said Iron Maiden, they made a joke. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, Iron Maiden,
Excellent.
excellent. Yeah, exactly, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
And somehow they made a movie out of that,
Mhm.
and that's why I think this movie doesn't make any sense
Not at all.
at all. It feels like a long improv,
Mhm.
and when you hear them talk about it, it's like a long improv.
You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
yeah,
I
but
understand that. Yeah.
and the cool thing about that movie, though, sure, it was like in '87, so I guess there were more sort of possibilities to get your script seen. Maybe, you know, like,
Yeah.
because there weren't as many scripts out there, but at the same time, it just shows you that even a movie that kind of doesn't have a plot can become a movie
And become a cultural phenomenon.
somehow.
Like this movie
is so
blew the fuck up.
yeah,
Like everybody knows Bill and Ted.
yeah,
Like even people that haven't seen Bill and Ted know
no,
about Bill and Ted.
Yeah, and this, yeah,
This
it
was
is-
like pretty much one of the first movies Keanu Reeves did.
yeah, he was super young. Holy crap!
Yeah. And so like naive and cute. Like,
yeah,
it's,
super cute, dude.
Like
Such-
so lovable.
Mhm.
The characters are so lovable.
he's
you-
like Keanu Reeves of old.
Yeah.
He's super lovable. Like
yeah, exactly.
nothing has changed.
You just watch we watched the behind the scenes stuff and you're like, fuck, I just want to hang out with them. Like,
yeah,
They just seem, both of them seem so cool. Like,
yeah,
Just,
like awesome people. Like
yeah, like us.
exactly.
But seriously, I draw the parallel between us immediately. Like watching that movie, that is you and me.
yeah, it's this podcast basically.
Yeah.
It's so brain dead,
Yeah, exactly.
but they exaggerated to 1,000. You know, but still, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And like for anybody out there that has seen the Bill and Ted movies, there are two of them. Second one slightly better, I think. We haven't seen that.
Yeah, we
yet.
haven't seen
No,
that one
but,
yet, so to be announced.
yeah. But if you just think of Bill and Ted and you haven't met me and Ilias, that's sort of me and Ilias.
Oh, dude, at our dumbest,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
When we play dart outside here,
Oh my God.
just Bill and Ted, because
Yeah,
we don't
no
always.
filter,
yeah,
no
yeah,
nothing.
there's nothing,
That's
and
totally
it's
us.
just sort of like we take something that has been said and we sort of like knock it up to 11. You know, like
yeah, always.
so ridiculous. I wouldn't do that in front of other people, maybe.
No.
But with each other, we feel so comfortable that the like
We don't
sounding
think
dumb.
about
But,
it,
but what I mean is like sounding dumb isn't a problem.
No,
Like
no, we're
you
not
know
afraid
who I
to-
am.
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
I know who you are. If you say the dumbest shit, I know it's a joke
Like
or it's
you
coming
won't
from a
judge
good
me
place.
for
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
like
We just laugh about everything that we say because
Yeah.
nothing we say is serious.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Even if it is serious, we
no,
still,
but even when we
like-
talk serious, we do get some jokes in
Of
somehow.
course.
Like
Yeah,
I don't know how,
always.
but it just gets there. Like I don't know. We always end up like it goes super dark, and then we just say something that kind of triggers like a crazy laugh, and then you get back into it, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
without it being weird.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of this friendship as
Yeah.
well, or brotherhood. Like it just is.
Mhm.
And just like Bill and Ted, the movie is. It just is. Like
You're
they
like dust in the wind.
so great.
No,
Just walk away.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Sorry, you don't understand.
oh my
But if
gosh,
you see
yeah.
it, the Greek part.
Yeah, the Greek part.
The Greek part. Oh man.
But right, so like for anybody that maybe hasn't seen the movie and
Short summary.
maybe
like the
don't,
plot. It's
don't
just
even want to see the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the movie.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, like today, I don't think anybody would get it.
I don't think so either. Like unless you.
If you're an '80s kid, then you have a lot of nostalgia there, I guess, like high school and malls and shit like that. But not all the way.
Yeah.
Like it's a very special type of movie.
And like we said,
Um,
if you're like jokes with points to them, or like
Yeah, if you're waiting for a punchline or
punchline,
something,
yeah,
there
there
is
is none.
you'll be left waiting.
Man, and some of the jokes where they sort of like with the ice cream, you're like,
No,
okay,
why?
yeah, why? And
Yeah.
then the guys with the piggy, whatever the fuck the franchise was, the restaurant. They were like piggy, 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 piggy. Yeah, that was basically what I got from that joke as well. It was so
You're
weird.
like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
it's
so
all
he's having a
bizarre.
great time.
Yeah.
But so the movie is about Bill and Ted,
Yeah.
and they have a band, but they can't play instruments yet, but they still have a band. And they apparently save, spoiler alert. Oh my god, if you're planning to see this movie, fucking spoiler alert. Pause this and then come back and listen. No, apparently Bill and Ted, they save the planet and the entire universe by just being themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That is the movie.
That is indeed the movie.
And what happens is if they don't graduate high school.
No, if they don't succeed in this sort of one exam, it's like the one thing that they have to do.
No, but that's the thing. If they don't get an A+ on that, they won't finish high school.
No,
Like,
his dad will send him away if he doesn't get that. So I guess they get separated. That was the thing. They
But-
weren't allowed to get separated.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's the
right.
thing. Yeah,
that's
they're
right,
not
that's right.
to be separated.
Aha,
Like
that's
their
it.
friendship
Yeah.
cannot break, or
Yeah.
their future will not
And
happen.
Just
yeah.
just that little thing is like such a beautiful thing to be like.
Maybe the only point in that movie
That is
that
that
it.
is the
Yeah.
movie. Like and they are so perfect together. Like
Yeah.
they just match each other's stupidity.
Or
Yeah.
like maybe naivete. Like
yeah.
like they are stupid as well. Like
Yeah.
they're not very bright.
But I mean, we joke a lot about us having one whole brain together. Like
Yeah.
between the two
This
of us,
is it,
there's
yeah.
the one brain, and that's exactly this movie.
They even described it as such.
Yes,
Like,
and that's why I brought it up. But there's also a really good thing about this movie, and that is George Carlin.
Comedian for those that don't
exactly.
know.
If you don't know who he is, he's just an awesome dude, and he's been in a bunch of Kevin Smith movies. Great stand-up,
yeah, giving blowjobs, doing stand-ups.
hitchhiking,
Hitchhiking, yeah.
living the dream, pretty much. So he's in this movie, and that I had totally forgotten that. And so he starts off by explaining all of this to us in the movie, and he takes a time machine, goes back to when they're about to fail their exam, helps them out so they can go throughout the ages into different, everywhere really, pick up famous people so they can pass this class, so they can just
Their oral
together.
exam.
so they can stick together forever, I guess, and make the
future,
universe
what it
a
is, or like the
perfect place. And that's the movie. They just go back to whenever it is, pick up a famous individual from that time, bring them back to San Dimas,
in
and
California.
then they have a presentation, and then they send them back. Bada bing, bada bap.
Yep. But it is just like the message is basically be yourself and be excellent. Yeah.
Be fucking excellent.
Because that's all I took from that movie. Because everything else feels like pointless, like where they just like, it feels like an improvised movie basically.
Yes.
And I think Keanu Reeves said, like, we all read the script and loved it. And we were like, what? What
Really?
script? Like, what did you write that was so
Exactly.
interesting about this movie? Because it must have been, you must have read something different from what I saw. 'Cause
Exactly.
This is so weird.
Dude, excellent,
Excellent.
wild
Guitar
skies.
noodling in the.
I would have been sold straight away.
Oh,
Like,
but
I'm
the thing
doing
is,
this.
dude, I would have done it as well.
Yes,
like
of
I would like it's just like doing movies or working on shoots. Like the times that I've done it for commercials or it's always fun.
It
like
is. You become
the-
a family.
No, but
Like,
yeah, exactly. Like we lived for weeks or months actually in like in an office. All the stunt team.
Yeah.
Because we needed to like practice the fights and do the setup for the next day and stuff. So we always wanted to be on location,
Mm.
and we had like so much fun. Like we slept in like sleeping bags and like weird foldable beds, with where you just heard the springs as soon as you moved.
Fantastic.
And like I think someone slept like on desks put together, like, and then
You
we
just
just
made
had
it
a
work.
blast. Yeah.
yeah.
And there's something about working with people in that way where you get so much closer. Like you were on the set of
The evil.
the chinning video,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even that one, it was fun, right? Like
Yeah,
that was a
I had
blast.
a
And it
blast.
was shit. Like the end result, it was just hilarious and silly.
Yeah. No, it
And-
was just me getting to hang out with you for a full day, or
Yeah.
and Prakash and
Yeah,
everybody,
and everyone else at the
and just doing like fun tricks and
yeah. It was
bullshitting.
just bullshitting. Yeah. So it's stuff like that. It's fun to be part of. Like
Yeah.
you get to be creative in a different kind of way.
No,
So it
and
is-
I love, well, for me, I love everything about filmmaking. So
Yeah, same.
for me, just being, when I was doing The Evil,
Mhm.
just being an extra, it didn't matter. Like, I wasn't any famous person, but I went up and I was talking to everybody on set,
Yeah.
and everybody was so open and friendly, and like there was nothing but love throughout the whole set,
Yeah.
regardless if you were doing just clothes or if you were
Yeah.
another extra or just fixing food or
Mhm.
the director even, like, I was just sitting there with Mikael Hofström, smoking cigarettes, talking bullshit about movies that we love. Everybody was there because we love movies,
Yeah.
and that is sort of a common thing when you make movies.
Yep.
It's the love of the business, and that in itself made me love movies so
Mhm.
extremely much more, to the point where I'm now obsessed and can't stop buying the fucking things. But yeah, so imagining that, having that in the back of your head, and then doing this movie where it's like good weather pretty much all the time, good friends,
Yeah.
good moods, and just like pretty much a loosey-goosey attitude to the whole
To
thing,
the whole thing, yeah.
and just being let free to do whatever the fuck you want. You want to improvise,
Mhm.
go for it. Have
I
fun.
love the Billy the Kid guy. He did like a lot of research on the character,
Yeah.
and they were like, "No, you're just a fucking awesome cowboy.
You're cowboy one.
Yeah. You're cowboy guy number one,
Yeah,
or something like
exactly,
that."
yeah.
And just like,
He's like, oh, okay.
and then he just got to like play around with the role instead of
Yeah.
like, whatever the fuck he found out on his syphilis
Yeah,
type
what was
of he had like, I don't remember what he said, but just like
Syphilis gunslinger.
yeah, something like that. And
Yeah.
he was just like, did all this research for nothing. They
Nothing.
were like, no, you're just like cowboy, blah, 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 numero uno.
But that he also had like his little arch,
Yeah.
and or arc maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry. That he became like the dad to the crew,
Mhm.
like just guiding all of these crazy like.
Yeah, but they're all
famous.
like, yeah. And,
Yeah.
and the movie, like, it does so many weird things that you can't explain. Like Jean de Arc just doing aerobics and shit, and just you're like, what? Like, there is no incentive for this.
That's like I can imagine that was the thing too. Like, wouldn't it be funny if we just brought them back to like
To, like,
now and see
yeah,
like
let
what
'em
would,
loose
what
on
would
a
they
mall,
do
yeah.
in the mall? Yeah,
Because the only
Genghis
one that
Khan.
oh yeah, the
Khan
Genghis
scene.
Khan was fun, and also I thought Beethoven was also
Yeah,
an
that was-
excellent one.
That was pretty dope.
Because that one felt like that would happen. You know what I
Like-
mean? And Genghis Khan as well.
But
Like,
just imagine how much fun it would be to be Beethoven
With
and
all
come into
that.
the future and like, wow,
Mhm.
this is the future of a piano. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's so cool. Yeah, and like the song was pretty dope too.
Mhm.
But you had Genghis Khan. I thought that was awesome.
Mhm.
Like the baseball bat.
But you,
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like,
it's an enjoyable ride, but it's still like just
but it's
nostalgia.
So,
just
yeah,
saves,
dude,
saves it
nostalgia is
so
holding
much.
this together. But it was also like nothing really like it's very sort of like tame. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's not like except the one sex joke that is being implied. It's all very innocent. Like it's so innocent that it is almost like ridiculously.
PG.
Yeah. It is so insane.
Yeah.
And I can't for the life of me see what I loved as a kid. Like what did I laugh? Like did we laugh at the weird slapstick? You know, like
I guess.
what was it? Like I do not know, dude. Because right now I'm having a
can't-
hard time seeing what I loved as a kid,
Yeah.
but I can enjoy it as a grown up. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's an okay thing that I like grew up with, and it has fun references and like I don't know. There is like we said at the ending there. It's kind of like it's so innocent in
Yeah.
it's what it is. Like
Yeah. And again, it's just like, I think, such a nice sort of look back to, well, late 80s, 90s. Just like, this is what we loved back then. Like, this is what
Mhm.
we were like. This is what we dressed like. This is how we talked. Like,
or it got inspired by it.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like,
Because again, like, all the dudes, excellent. All
dude,
that.
I rented
Turtles.
this movie so.
Turtles,
Oh, dude, it sounds
100%.
exactly
That's
like
exactly
the Turtles,
how the Turtles talked.
Yeah.
In at least in the first
maybe
one.
that is a thing. Like maybe it is that connection that
Yeah.
does it. You know, with the, because now there's a second one that we haven't seen in a while, and also there's a third one coming like 2020 or whenever the fuck it is, 2021. So I'm just like, what was the second one like? Because nothing really like a lot happens in this movie, but it feels like nothing's happened. Like I
And
don't
that's
know.
why
Like
I
it is.
think- That's why I think the second one is better, because it probably has like more of a serious story to
Yeah.
it. Because now they've finished the.
Did you see
stupid
the
thing.
trailer for the third one?
No, there's a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And I was like, I don't remember what it was now because I've seen so many trailers.
Yeah, yeah,
But I just like, why are they making a third one?
yeah. No, but
And
that
how
that
are
was
they
my
gonna sort
idea.
of like, how are they gonna do this? Like,
Yeah,
how is this gonna work? But I'm also like, it could be like fun to see what they do with it.
yeah. But it could end up being a Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, but
Where
Dumb
it just-
Dumber 2, did that have Jim Carrey? And did they make another one? Oh yeah, it was Dumb and Dumberer.
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't the two, and
Exactly.
then they made the two. Yeah, I didn't see any
Yeah.
of those. Or no, I
Uh,
did see the Dumb and Dumberer.
The
and it was
I
very-
haven't seen the Dumb and Dumberer.
Oh, it
I've-
is
I've
just
seen
Dumberer.
the- yeah.
Like it is very much
that's-
that.
The sequel is also just that. Like, they try too hard. Anchorman 2, same thing.
Mm.
They try a little bit too hard. Like,
They should have recorded them at the same time or not at all, basically.
yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Like it's
you
like
can't remake something that is perfect.
yeah.
Like, that's
You
impossible.
don't need
Uh,
to. That's the thing.
The Predator, again, like, same thing. It's perfect.
No,
It's a
but I
perfect
think you
movie
could
for
do
what it is.
more Predator movies.
Of course.
It's just that I don't know. They always go. They aim too high. You know, like with
That's
the things
why
they
I
want
think
to make.
I enjoyed the sequel to The Predator because it goes into the city and it is like
Oh,
a
with
natural.
Glover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Danny
It's a
Glover.
natural progression of what the Predator would do, I guess. Like,
Mhm.
going out from the jungle and now into concrete jungle. Like, that's a natural evolution of the thing.
I remember enjoying the second one though as a kid. when
Yeah,
it
yeah,
chases
yeah.
him through
It
the
had some
city
pretty
and
cool
yeah.
things, like new toys and all that things too.
Mhm.
Like, it's not at all.
He's so young there as well.
Yeah,
like,
I
same
know.
thing. It's so weird.
And what's his face? The crazy guy.
I don't remember the crazy
From
guy. Which one was
from
the
Point
cra-
Break. What's his name? Like, give me
Patrick
two.
Swayze.
Johnny. No, he's got this. He's got a weird name, and he looks so fucking crazy. He is crazy.
Oh,
too.
is it the guy from Under Siege as well?
Yes,
Yes, yeah.
that dude.
Yeah, shit, what is his name? His name is, oh shit.
Right?
Yeah. No, I
And
love
everybody
this.
out
Gary
there-
Busey.
Yes. Oh, fuck. Thanks. Shit.
Oh man,
I
I
wasn't even
loved
close.
Gary Busey as
Yeah,
a kid.
yeah.
He was the best bad guy ever, and he was always like, he looks insane on a good day.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think he has a brother as well, something.
A son.
Oh, maybe it's the son. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
And
thinking of,
he's
yeah.
in the latest Predator with Shane
Oh,
Black.
really?
Just like a little
What?
a nod to dad.
Yeah.
But don't see that one. Fuck. That one's so bad. Oh my god, it's so
Oh
bad.
man.
But that's also like, again, I see the progression of it, and I kind of understand why they would do what they did, but it just doesn't fucking hold up. Like, oh, they try too
Which
hard.
one is the one with Brody? Adrian Brody.
That one is better than
Yeah.
one. That is
But that one, he's a
Predators.
fucking great actor. That guy could fucking act his balls out.
Yeah, and he's
And it feels like you could do something with that movie.
He did the
but
Christian Bale Batman thing in that one.
Mhm.
Like, it's
I
like,
am Adrian Brody.
it's like, why did you have to talk like that? Like, couldn't you
Mhm.
just be kind of a little bit?
And same thing with what's his face, the guy with the droopy eye from the Star Wars movie that Rogue One.
Oscar.
Not
Isaacs?
Oscar Isaacs. Rogue One.
Oh, that dude. Yeah.
The
Spanish guy.
awesome. No, the black guy.
When he's the black guy.
Yeah, with
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah. Oh,
robotic everything.
Fuck.
Shit, he's so good.
Yeah. Oh.
Ghost
God.
Dog. Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog. What's his name?
And my brain just keeps saying Lawrence Fishburne, but it's
yeah,
not.
no,
Lawrence
it's not
Fishburne.
Lawrence. I also have that.
Fuck. What's his name?
His name is Ghost Dog.
Yeah.
But the guy that plays
Yeah,
Ghost
yeah,
Dog
that guy.
in Rogue One, also like a great actor.
And so underused.
So garbage in that movie with the Batman voice as
Mhm.
well, or whatever the fuck his voice is, and talks weird and
Yeah.
is weird and all is garbage.
Yeah, yeah. But apparently he had like a lot bigger role in the movie originally, and
But
it just
it's-
cut out.
But that's good because he talks like a moron.
But
and he
like
should
if
be
you look
cut.
at the earlier trailers to Rogue One, he's got hair and shit. So
Mhm.
like you could see him raise her, you know.
Dude.
So
I'm still
but,
happy that
yeah.
just I would have been happy if they just cut him all out. They just like cut him out. I'd accept her talking to the air than listening to that stupid accent.
but he's
that he
also
was-
like he's a character from the Clone Wars series as well.
I
so
remember
like,
we talking about
yeah.
this. I just can't like he's overperforming
Yeah.
for that movie. Like he's he's like the guy from Waterboy.
yeah, that's but that guy is awesome. though.
That guy is awesome, yeah. Because he's doing it, yeah, exactly. Because he does it correct.
All in. Fuck yeah. But yeah.
Yeah,
so,
but
talking
the-
sequels and all
yeah,
that shit.
but the verdict, like, if you haven't seen it,
You're
maybe
probab-
don't see it.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But if
If you have
if
any
you've forgotten about this movie and remember liking it, I'm sure you're gonna like have a fond memory trip
Yep.
watching this movie. Like there's nothing bad about it, and there's nothing really good about it.
Yeah.
It just is.
It is. Exactly. It's like a warm medium. You like when you
Yeah.
put your hand in water and
Just-
you can't really feel the surface. Like it's not cold,
Exactly.
it's not hot. It's,
It's just Swedish lagom.
yeah,
That's-
it is
yeah.
just what it is. Like I
But-
don't know. I didn't hate it.
No.
I didn't love it.
And
I just
again,
felt
like,
good. Yeah.
at the end, yeah, exactly. I
It
just
was just
felt
cozy.
I felt happy. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
And
And-
then you
and-
watch the extra stuff.
yeah,
and
and
it-
you just like
that's when it really
Kapow!
elevates. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
just-
that's. I think the feeling that I have is how sweet the people are behind it.
yeah, and
sort
how much of a good time they seem to have making it, and the love
Yeah.
for it.
for it, and they also like when they were doing it, they said it's not gonna
Mhm.
like it's gonna be canceled. It's gonna fail. Like,
Exactly.
it's-
Keanu Reeves was like, nobody's gonna fucking watch this movie.
Yeah, nobody's gonna watch.
It's so good though.
Yeah, but yeah, it is. I don't know why it caught on. Like I don't understand how it became so big. Like as big as it got at least.
No,
You know,
and
like,
that would be interesting to sort of research a bit, just to see why.
yeah. Why do people love this? Like I think I'm
I-
gonna go in and watch some reviews
Yeah,
and see if I can get like some like
but it's the
Before we watch the next one.
MTV generation, you know,
Yeah.
like Beavis and Butthead, like we talked about, like that whole, like it was just a thing. Yeah,
I don't know. It
but
is.
yeah, no, I also need.
But
to,
I don't want to spoil the second one. That's why I'm
No.
a bit like I want to see that one
Yeah,
as well.
that's why I haven't talked
Because
about
I
it.
think they might be a bit of a contrast to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe because this one felt like.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like, you know, Alien and Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alien, great fucking movie, super good horror, suspense type movie.
Yeah.
Aliens is like one of the coolest action horror movies you could ever find. It is like The Predator, perfect. Like it's so fucking good. That's
Mhm.
a movie that I recommend everybody go and watch if you don't know what to see, and if you haven't seen Aliens. do that.
I wonder if I would like them to this day, because I remember enjoying
7
all
Oscars.
of them. Dude, I remember enjoying all of them, like up to 3. And then I saw the rest.
Yeah.
Or no, I saw the 4th one and the 5th one.
Yeah.
Which one is which one is Winona Ryder? That's 4, right?
4.
And then the one with Magneto is 5.
You mean Prometheus? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have Prometheus and
No, they're
what's
called
number
Winona Ryder and
and Magneto.
Magneto.
and then Magneto times 2 and
I haven't seen Magneto
number
times
7.
2 or the other.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's so many.
Yeah. And,
Jeez, I didn't know about Magneto too.
and then you have Alien versus Predator, 2 of them, right? Or 3 of them?
Oh shit, I have no idea. You lost me. I know the Alien versus Predator,
No, I think
but
2.
I don't remember
there-
that even.
Yeah, so there's like 9 Alien movies ish. Fuck, it's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know there were that many.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah, but the first two. Yeah, the first two.
Yeah, the
though.
first 2 for sure. But I had no idea that it got nominated to 7 Oscars, including Best Female Performance.
She was
Sigourney Weaver.
Badass.
So badass. So badass.
Oh man,
Perfect.
I remember like
All in.
seeing her pressed against the wall, and that scene where
It's so
she's just
believable.
I was like, when you tense your whole body without
Mhm.
knowing it and just like feeling it, like so creepy.
But that was like, I think it is the best James Cameron movie by far, like
Mhm.
Titanic aside. No, like, he will never be able to make that good a movie ever again.
But I think it was because you didn't know that much about movies back then
No.
either.
And
like-
he came from a special effects background
Mm-hmm.
and knew how to do all these crazy tricks with no budget.
Yeah.
And it just made the movie so much more than they thought they could have made, I think. Because being the director and being able to do that, I
Mhm.
think just, helps. So
Was
much.
it Alien that had that super sad story about the guy in the suit? Like, I think James Cameron didn't want him to talking to the rest of the crew, so they alienated him, basically, kept him alone.
I don't remember hearing anything about that.
It was like I found some old footage of the guy in the alien suit, like for some of the scenes, and they were just kept him. He didn't get to talk to the other crew and stuff. And
Maybe.
Like-
Do you mean maybe you mean like the business guy?
no.
No?
This is someone that worked that was the monster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They kept
Oh,
so,
shit.
like him. They didn't get to talk to the rest of the cast. They kept him very secluded, to sort of heighten the something.
Because there's so many aliens in the second one,
Yeah.
and
but
in the
it-
first one there was only the one. So maybe it's from the first one.
I don't know. There's like a black and gray like photo of him, black and white, or like discolored one.
Huh.
It was just like sounded super dark. I was like, wow.
But James Cameron is known for like being a real bitch as a director. Like he's
Oh, well, I have
super
no
strict,
idea. Yeah.
and he apparently butts heads with a lot of people. But
But
he
also
is a
has the power,
perfectionist.
Yeah.
Like you can't like look at his track record. Like he knows what he wants,
What he
and
want-
when it just if he gets it right, if they don't argue, you're probably gonna get like an Oscar or a couple.
Yeah.
So like it got 2 Oscars, special effects and music, I think.
Cool.
But yeah, fuck. Enough talk about that. Let's go ahead and throw some darts.
Darts!
Woo!
Smarts!
Yes.
Blah, blah.
So thank everybody
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you again for listening.
And go rate the podcast. Write us a
I heard
stupid review.
Yeah. The stupider, the more likely we're going to read it.
Yeah. And then screenshot that, post it in your story.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know.
Actually, do that, because
That
if
way
you're in
we'll
another
be
part
able
of
to
the
see it.
world, it's super hard for us to find them. So, yeah, do send us a screenshot of your review so we can shout you out on the podcast
Yeah.
and in our stories and everywhere else.
And then maybe you'll get like 1 or 2 new followers. Who
That we
knows?
can say next time in the beginning of the podcast
Yeah.
when Robin, Thomas, and Mimosa are not listening.
Exactly. I know they're not even listening. They just pretend they are.
I know. They just pretend to love us.
Yeah. They just say like.
That's a nice drawing, son.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. And yeah, we were already saying goodbye. So
So goodbye.
yeah, goodbye. Everybody.